All right, it says I'm live. Let's see if I actually am. Let me scroll on up. Lord, we done got people in the chat box up in here already. Lots of conversations happening up in here. Lord, somebody done give me some money here. First thing, I ain't even live yet. Somebody done got the first super chat. Let me find who that was right quick, and while people get logged on here. That's Keith Doc Reed with a 10 spot. He says he'll buy the first flathead. It's yours, Keith. Man, if we get one tonight, buddy, it's yours. Let me scroll down here and just see if I'm actually live. I got some more people logging on here. There's Cody Yak Fishing with a 10 spot. He says, hey, Justin, good luck this evening. Here's my deposit on the rights to the second fish caught. Hope it's a golly whopper. Buddy, I hope we catch 2 fish tonight, Cody. Thank you for that super chat, man. There's George, Sunfish Assassin. Levi Williams, William Hodges. All right, we got a lot of comments coming in now. I guess I'm finally live. Always paranoid I'm gonna start talking, start shouting people out, and then find out I ain't live. But anyway, guys, I just got out here a few minutes ago, got baits lowered. Well, right here, just like that. Let's reel this one in. If it's a flathead, this one belongs to Keith Doc Reed. If it's a blue, we're gonna dedicate this one to Cody Yak Fishing. We're gonna find out in a minute. He ain't gonna be very big. But we're getting the skunk out early tonight. He done threw the bait off too. Heck far. Well, Cody Yak Fishing, this one's for you, buddy. Your fish here done caused some problems tonight. He's done thrown the bait off. I got 5 skipjack with me. Well, I had 5 before I baited everything up. So I got 4 in the cooler and a tail piece left in there. Cody Yak Fishing, buddy, it ain't very big. But there's your fish, man. All right. Let me, I got a little cloud cover up here right now. Let me set that camera up there while I get baited up. Y'all talk amongst yourselves for a minute here. I got to cut another piece of bait. And I'll give you the rundown of what I'm doing out here. Now, there's just a skipjack. I got 5 of them. We're going to try to make them count tonight. Y'all just admire the top of my head up there in the meantime. I'm going to get this gut pocket cut out of this bait. Throw that gut pocket out there, chum up the water a little bit. We got a little bit of current out here, not much. But it'll at least get our scent going downstream. I'm on the Clinch River tonight. Decided to come here because I know I got cell service. That's a big determining factor. Is just having adequate cell service. And I knew by about 7 o'clock that sun will be over the tree line. And I won't have to worry about the phone overheating. It's not too terribly hot out today. But it is like 80 degrees, just humidity's lower. But that direct sun on that phone's liable to overheat it. But after 7, we won't have any worries about it. All right, let me get this bait lowered back, get my other scraps here in the cooler, and we'll knock out some chat comments. Done got Keith Doc Reed and Cody Yak Fishing done hit me up. Keith, I hope we get you a flathead tonight, man. I went fishing this morning. Not here, a different section of the river. I got 2 flatheads today. So it's possible we might get one tonight. Let me fix that thing back there. There we go. Okay, let me see where we at here. These dang old fish interrupting our conversation. First thing, Lord, we already up 282 people in here. I ain't been live even 5 minutes yet. That's pretty cool. There's Danny Dominguez from West Texas. How do, my friend? There's Christopher Thacker from Columbus, Ohio. Josh Russell, I got a bunch of videos on my channel using bluegills. Edward Hogshead says, I want to see you drag out a big one. Me too, buddy. Me too, my friend. There's Brian Forrest with his horse named Toby. There's Daniel and Justin Felty. Curtis Large. What's going on, Curtis? Tony Jessen. Crank Nug. I have a Hobie Pro Angler 14 that I'm in tonight. I've also got an Old Town Big Water. James Shuey. What's going on, James? We got some Catfish Club members in here tonight. That's what I'm talking about. Alex Erfer says, glad I get to see the man, the myth, the legend at work doing it best. I like it. Let me scroll on down. Lord Almighty, how many? Boy, I've missed 87 comments here, y'all. I apologize. I typically miss more than that, so I must be getting better at this. There's Stephen Stanton from Rochester, New York. He's a long ways from here. There's Ralph Wood in Arizona. Wow, we got them all over the country tonight. Idaho in the house with Tony. There's club member Landis Brown. He says, hey, what's up, man? I finally get to catch you live. Enjoy all your content. Well, thank you, Landis. Thanks for being part of the club, man. Thanks for supporting the channel. Glad you made it in tonight. Kenneth Evans says he just dumped a truckload of hungry channel cats upstream from me. I guess it's free fishing day or something going on tomorrow, or Saturday. So there'll probably be a lot of that stuff going on. There's Joe Ziegler. Clinton Payne, what's going on, Clint? You ought to hop in the car and come on out here with me, Clint. I'm down here, I ain't too far from where you and Steven fish. Thought I was getting a rod hit over here. Imagining things. Dixie Doo, Wayne from Lake Awana. All right. There's hey, what's going on, Dewey? I'm gonna tell you something, Dewey, man. If you was commercially producing them flies, we'd have sold a bunch right now. I had to find a substitute there on Amazon, but man, them things, everybody uses my Amazon link for them generic flies there on Amazon. But y'all, Craig Stutz right there in the chat box, that's Dewey that I've been referencing, who hooked me up with them flies that has caught me a bunch of extra fish here the last few weeks. He's hooked me up with a few other things too, y'all probably be seeing in some upcoming videos. One thing I'm excited to try, but I've only got a few of them and they're the only ones left in the world, so I'm hesitant to use them until I know I'm in a good situation to do so, because I don't want to ruin them. He also gave me some, hell, I don't even know what they're called. They're the carp rod holders. They make that sound when you get a carp on there. He gave me some of those too, but I don't really have bank access right now to be using them. But this fall, I'll be using that stuff, so. Anyway, y'all, shout out to Dewey right there. He's my man. Hell of a fisherman around here, too. Let's see. There's Nikki Hayes. What's going on, Nikki? Curtis Large been wearing out the channel cat. You can keep them channel cats, Curtis. You can catch them all, buddy. I hope we don't see any tonight. Here's Rabbit Boy with a 7 spot. Lucky number 7. He says, catch a golly whopper for us. I'm going to try, man. Thank you for that super chat. I hope we get some fish tonight. I got on a bunch this morning. I was on a different section of the river, though. And, you know, coming out here again, I know I got cell service. And was it last week or a week before I come out here, we went live. I must have a mouse in my pocket. I went live out here. But I caught several fish, and so I thought I'd come back here and hit this spot again. We'll see. We already got one, so we're off to a good start. Randall Allen is watching from an airport in Alaska. That's pretty cool, man. Thank you for watching, Randall. Willis Cops, won't know if I've made any headway with the girlfriend about getting a new dog. I have not. Yeah, and unfortunately, Willis Cop, that dog that I like is still down there at the animal shelter too. Nobody else has adopted it yet, which is a shame. It's a really sweet dog. Somebody will eventually come down there and get it, but it's been down there at the shelter for a while. It's a point of contention with me and the girlfriend though, so I'm either gonna just have to get a new girlfriend or just accept not getting another dog. Let me see, I had another one pop up here. There's Rich Saga from California. Christopher Thacker says, appreciate the shout out. Hope you land a big one. Can't say I'm a long time sub, but feels that way watching as many videos. Well, thank you, Christopher. I'm happy to have you no matter when you signed up. Hey, Fizz Bang in the house with a big bang. He says, definitely the legend. Rhonda and I love your channel. Well, thank you so much, Fizz Bang. Thank you for that super chat. He hit me with a 20 spot right there. Tell Rhonda thanks too, because I know she's the one that approved it. Yeah, Arizona, Cat Girl says battle arms. That's what they are. Yeah, Dewey hooked me up with some of them. I'm excited to try them out, but to set those things up, you really need bank access because you need to be able to lay them rods down. I can't really do that in the kayak and have space for everything. So it'll be this fall before I have places out here where I can set them up, you know, where I'm not in like public parks and stuff, because I hate fishing public parks and boat ramps and stuff like that. Nobody will leave you the hell alone to do what you need to do. So this fall when they drop our water, I'll have all kinds of access again. We'll bust them things out then. Board, I got more super chats up here. Let me hit these super chats, y'all. So I don't want to miss anybody. We got Fizz Bang. Here is Bundy Vang. Bundy Vang with a 5 spot. No comment with that. But thank you so much, Bundy. Let me just scroll down and see if he left one under it. Oh, there he did. He says, do you think of doing another raffle daring? I think he means drawing. Raffle drawing anytime soon. Thought it'd be fun and get a chance in. Yeah, you know, the whole raffle thing, Bundy, thank you for that super chat. With YouTube, I know people do that on YouTube and stuff, but there's rules. And these smaller channels, you know, they'll kind of buy subscribers with their raffles and whatnot, and that's fine for a smaller channel, but I can't risk breaking them YouTube rules, and it is frowned upon to do any kind of raffles because you got lottery laws and various states and stuff, and so I won't be doing any raffles. But there's plenty of small channels out there willing to buy subscribers. Where'd that other one go? Oh, right here, my man Ed from Oklahoma, longtime supporter, 1999. He says, hey bud, can't tune in tonight. Trading in my gas guzzler, catch a gollywomper. Can't wait to get the decals. Thank you so much, Ed. Yeah, I don't blame you. I got a small car. I'd hate to have a truck right now with fuel prices the way they are. But thank you for that super chat. And thanks for buying the decals. And that reminds me, I'll plug Catfish Sumo right now, y'all. So Catfish Sumo, I've had a relationship with that company there for a couple years now. They make my signature series rod. They hook me up the gear. The owner is one of my best friends. He's an awesome guy. They're selling stickers for me now. We got vinyl decals on their site, catfishsumo.com. Code word kayak will get you 10% off your order, but they're taking over my merchandise. We're slowly going to be moving everything over, t-shirts, hoodies, the whole 9 yards to Catfish Sumo to hopefully help save you all money, get stuff to you in a quicker and more timely manner, and also put a few more dollars in my pockets, because with the company I use now, y'all pay ungodly amounts for shipping. You wait forever for stuff, and I don't make hardly anything on it. So hopefully it's going to be a better situation for everybody involved. Hopefully get Catfish Sumo some more traffic to their website too by having it there. And so anyway, new decals available, catfishsumo.com. Check them out. Thanks for that segue there, Ed. I appreciate that. He's dealing with a car salesman right now. He's done tuned out. We got Leonard Vaughn, been a club member for 8 months. That's a long damn time, Leonard, but thank you so much. He says, good luck this evening. Hope you hook into a big one. Been a while since I caught you on live. I'm glad you could make it out here tonight, Leonard. I'm happy to be live again. I wish them people right there wasn't live. Look at them. Look at them. Zigzagging around every which way. I imagine it's fun, but I sure don't like them when I'm out here trying to fish. Thank you so much, Leonard. You're a good man. Where I took my finger off the screen. I had a conversation. I had to do this YouTube survey. I got selected, and they basically spent an hour with a YouTube representative, and they were interviewing me about live stream stuff. I can't go into great detail. I had to sign an NDA. But one of the things I brought up was I don't like how I take my finger off that screen and I lose my spot in the chat box. It's one of my biggest complaints with this live stream app. So hopefully we'll get something changed. If nothing else comes out of that conversation, hopefully we get that resolved. We got something foreign up there I can't read. Saudi Arabic or something right there. It might say hello, good night. It might say screw you. I don't know what it says. We got Landis Brown, $5 super sticker. Thank you so much, Landis. Appreciate that, man. We got Vivi Saldana, $19.99. That's my man from West Texas. He's a truck driver, y'all. Probably on the road tonight. Let's see what he had to say. He says, hello there, buddy. Nice to see you live again. Thank you for all the videos and your advice. Say hello to West Texas for me. I beat you to it there, Vivi. I beat you to it. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Glad you could tune in tonight, buddy. Hope you're safe wherever you are. James Shuey said he'd go get the dog anyhow. I've thought about it, but again, I'd pay the consequences. Howie Moth says dogs are more loyal. That's the truth. Dogs are the best. But my girlfriend don't like them. She didn't grow up with animals. Her sister's allergic to everything, so it's kind of one of them things. John Duck in the house. What's going on, John? He's been a Catfish Club member for a long time, too. Stephen Roth is another long-time member. He says, I'm watching you on the phone, and my son has you on the big screen. Can you give him a shout-out? His name is Aiden. He loves watching you. Absolutely. Aiden, there's your shout-out, buddy. Thank you for watching. Thank you for putting me on the big screen. My head... I can see my head on this phone screen. It looks huge. I can only imagine how big my head is on the big screen. Nathan Jordan, the next video will be tomorrow, noon Eastern time. Sea Game says, best YouTuber right here. Well, thank you, buddy. Aaron Carver said, my fiance said I'm going to get skunked if you don't say hello to me. Well, there you go, Aaron. I hope that brings you some luck. Oh, here's another one from Laurel H. 20 Spot says, you need to come to Oklahoma and catch some big old paddlefish. Laurel, that ain't a bad idea. I've seen some of them paddlefish y'all got out there. Them things are huge. We get some big paddlefish around here too, but seems like out there in Oklahoma, it's a lot more. There goes them tubers again. They're gonna just work this stretch right here where I'm fishing, I guess. There's two of us on the water tonight. They're gonna do that crap right here by me. But Laurel, yeah, I'll make it out there to Oklahoma at some point. I got a lot of people that watch this channel from Oklahoma, so I'm gonna have to get out there. Thank you for that super chat, by the way, Laurel. I don't know if I told you that when I started reading your comment, but I do appreciate you. I'm distracted by the tuber over here. Hey, Laurel. Well, we had one getting hit there, Laurel. Yeah. We didn't want to catch that in no way. Aaron Carver says, where can I get your hat? CatfishSumo.com. They selling the hats. Thank you for your interest. Buckeye Bass is loving all the videos. Crazy amount of information. Thanks. Well, thank you, Buckeye. I'm gonna scroll on down here and knock out Callie's comment, because Callie, K&K Fishing Adventures, hit me with a 20. It says, power went out at work. No reason for it to. But seeing that you're live now, I'm thinking it was so I could leave early and watch. Good luck, and I hope you catch a big one. I did that, Callie. I went up there and flipped the breaker at your job just so you could watch. You're welcome. You're welcome for the night off. Thank you for that super chat, Callie. Behind the Bow SS, $5. He says, how is the spawn treating you? It's currently kicking my butt here in South Illinois. You're welcome anytime. Got a few rivers I hit in my canoe. The spawn's done me okay so far, Behind the Bow. Thank you for that super chat. I've caught a couple big fish on recent trips. I've caught a lot of fish. Not so far here on this live stream, just one here so far tonight. But overall, the spawn's done me okay. Fishing's always a little tougher in the month of June here, but I'm plugging along just fine so far. Roy Hubbard says he likes how I fuss at the fish when they misbehave. I hope some fish show up tonight for me to fuss at. I hope it's going to be one of them nights where we get some action. Always a gamble this time of year. You either own them or you ain't. I'm not going to move a whole lot out here tonight because I fear I'll run out of cell service if I do. So unless things going to have to be really rough for me to get on the move. I'm planning on fishing till darkish. Oh, Derek Parker. Listen to Derek Parker, y'all. He's watching us from Aruba right now. Boy, I'm envious of you, Derek. I wish I was in Aruba. Have fun on vacation down there, man. Daggone Aruba. He probably got better cell phone service down there in Aruba than what I got out here on this dang river. There's Spider Skull HD. I can't get my letters out. He says, catch a big golly whopper, I have to go fishing. Well, good luck, man. Steve Sellers says he lost his first dragon sinker he got from me in Louisville. He says, glad he has a bucket full. Man, he bought the whole dang bucket. I took them up there, my extras up there to sell. He says, I'll take them all. I said, they're yours. I hate that you lost one. It happens. LSX Napier says, do you think pack bait would work on a hook? Well, maybe for a little while. That pack bait falls off, though. You know, when you put it on a method feeder or sinker and you cast it out, it kind of dissolves and falls off and creates a little chum pile around your hook with the bait. So it's not necessarily the best thing to put on the hook unless you're using like some kind of dough bait that's got a thicker consistency. I'm gonna kind of turn this way, y'all. We got that sun up there to deal with for about 30 more minutes maybe. And then we in the clear after that. Hell, I lost my spot again. Okay, there we go. Another nice thing about these super chats, y'all, they're lit up a different color on the screen. So when I lose my spot, I can scroll back to the last super chat and know where I'm at. James Shuey says he's got a new idea for a shirt. Reach out there to Daniel and tell him I ain't got no graphic design skills, but Daniel's got people that do that kind of thing. Billy Van's got a good question. He says, does your strategy change during the spawn, or do your normal patterns and spots still work, albeit slower? I pretty much do the same things, Billy. I mean, I'm out on main channel ledges mostly because the summer months, that's what I like to hit. And you don't typically get as many big fish during the spawn because a lot of them are on the nest, but you get a lot of action out on the ledges. So I'll be doing that now through the end of summer, you know, post spawn. But the action will definitely, the big fish action will definitely pick back up as we get on into later July. when all the fish are kind of wrapping up the spawn. That's when the bigger fish will become more frequent again. Here's one from, I don't know how to say the name, R. Sucrum 3015 from Guyana. I don't even know how to say your country name, but thank you for tuning in from wherever the hell you are. Thank you. I'm not a geography major. I don't know any of these countries on the globe, but I appreciate you tuning in, man. Buckeye bass, you ever fished the Ohio River? I've never fished there. David Wood says, bring back the green kayak guy that catches fish. Oh, Daniel will love that. I'll never hear the end of it, that he outfished me the other day. Damian Rushing says, hey man, how you doing? My little wants to know if you could get him a big blue for him. I just hope we get some fish tonight, man. At this point, we got one little one so far. We're gonna have to do better than that tonight. How long have I been live now? 26 minutes. There's Daryl Hebron with a 10 spot. Thank you, Daryl. He says went fishing yesterday. He catch 20-pound channels there. Wow. He says I use your methods in my boat and they work really well. Them some big channels, man. Congrats. That's pretty awesome. I don't like channel cats, but those are some big ones. Thank you for that super chat, Daryl. Okay, here's that R. Sucrum 3015. He says he's in South America. Okay. You in the other America then. Well, thanks for tuning in, man. That's pretty cool. I'm always amazed at these people that pop up from all over the world. I think that's one of the neatest things about doing YouTube, and especially going live, getting to interact with people in real time. David Voss says, hey brother, wish I had money to subscribe to everything and give you a hand up to make you have a great day, but gas prices are very tight right now. Hope I get to watch you catch some massive cat. Hey, David, man, I understand gas is through the roof everywhere. But I just appreciate you watching, man. Just you tuning into the channel's more than enough, buddy. Hey, Bud Brutus, man. Heck yeah, Bud. $49.99. He says, keep the channel rolling, Justin. Thank you so much, Bud. Bud's been a long-time supporter of this channel, y'all. He tunes into all these live streams, and glad to have him. Thank you so much, Bud. Hopefully we catch one for Bud here in a minute. Jim Holt says, are you getting your merds mixed up? I think he's making a funny. Aaron Carver says he's going to name his children after me. How about that? Now here's the question. Are you going to name them Justin, or are you going to name them Kayak Catfish? Because they're going to get funny looks all through school if you name them Kayak Catfish. Medic Media. There's another one from Oklahoma, y'all. He says, what's your favorite rig setup for bank catfish, and love your channel? Carolina rig works for me in just about everything. That's kind of the rig you can't go wrong with unless you're dragging. James Shuey says he'll reach out to Daniel and his team tomorrow. Absolutely love dealing with Catfish Sumo customer service people. They're always very friendly and answer all questions. Yeah, they got good customer service. That's one of the big perks of Catfish Sumo. They do take care of people. I've talked Cody Burke into trying to catch a catfish, y'all. God help him. He'll be trading in his bass tackle for long. Keith Doc Reed says, thumbs up, everybody. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Looks like we got 160 thumbs ups already. No, Frank, I ain't got no live bait tonight. I thought about bringing my ultralight rod and getting me some here before the stream started, but I was running a little bit late getting out here, so I just decided to roll with the cut bait I got. I ain't done worth the crap on the live baits lately anyway. It's been small pieces of cut bait that's been doing well for me. Not just in numbers of fish, but big fish too, so that's what we're gonna roll with tonight. How far behind am I in the chat? Way behind. I don't know how I get so far behind. Cast Catch says he knows where I'm at. Best of luck. Enjoy the show. Yeah. Yeah, it ain't hard to figure out where I'm at tonight. Jay Shaw says, how's the sciatica? It's pretty good, man. I feel like I'm back to normal. Just an occasional twinge if I move funny. But otherwise, I feel good. I'm still going to the chiropractor 3 times a week right now, and doing my stretches and exercises every night. But otherwise, I feel pretty good. I'm about back to normal. Oh, I had another one. Octavio Viramontes. Octavio, I've butchered your name. I know I have, and I'm sorry. He hit me up with 1999 and no comment. I hope I didn't butcher it too bad. Viramontes. It could be Viramontes. I think V is W in some language. I could be wrong. But thank you so much for that super chat, man. I appreciate you supporting the channel. Let me just see. Let me scroll down here and see if Octavio. Oh, here you left a comment. He says, catch a biggin. Thank you so much, Octavio. I hope I didn't butcher your name too bad. I ain't good at pronouncing these names and screen names and all that. Russell Smith, he's a club member. He says, glad to see you out fishing and feeling better. Been too hot to fish here in Texas, 98 degrees. Well, Russell, I'm going to tell you, it's Texas weather's moving up here next week. There's one day next week I saw on the weather report to call it 96 degrees here. So I'll probably be fishing till about 9 o'clock that morning and calling it a day. I don't do that extreme heat. Kansas River Cat says he tried to name his boy Catfish, but the wife wasn't having it. Yeah, I don't think that'll win over too well. Hey, Corey Goodwin, man, thanks for tuning in tonight, buddy. I appreciate you. There's old man on the hill. What's going on, buddy? Mitch Elder, yep, my baits are right off the bottom tonight. So I'm 41 feet deep right now, so my baits are 38, 39 feet deep right now. I got fish that you won't be able to see on the screen probably for the glare, but there's a little mark coming up. They keep coming up, sniffing at the baits and swimming off. They said they ain't having none of this tonight. These fish, they got better things to do than get on this live stream. Boy, Levi Williams, I think, is going to win the award for the most comments on here tonight. Lord Almighty. He's having chats with everybody up in here. Oh, Octavio said I got his name right. How about that? There's Dewey. He's still in there. He said, I'm glad the flies worked for you, but I knew it would. Yeah. You know, Dewey told me, y'all, he said, you're going to get some fish on them flies and you're going to get some big fish. And I thought, we'll see, you know, and I thought I might get some stripers or white bass or drum. And I ain't caught any of those things yet. It's been all catfish, blues, and flatheads, but I've caught a bunch of them. So it's definitely been a good addition to my vertical fishing rigs. $731 Catfishing says my daughter's going to hate me. Kayak Catfish on the drive home. We will have to rewatch what she missed when I get home. That's funny. Zach Cirillo says you think they're still on. Yeah, they're on the beds here. They will be for this whole month. Hunt for Life 10 spot. He says, love your channel, Justin. We've been watching for years. Well, thanks for sticking with me so long, man. That's a long time to be watching me. Glad you've stuck it out. Thank you for that super chat, buddy. Jalen Culp, I'm going to be fishing until around darkish tonight. So I don't know, somewhere 8:30ish maybe, 9, somewhere in that range. Hey, what's going on, Big Mike? Fishing with Big Mike, y'all. He's been a club member forever, too. Levi, no, I don't ever use worms for catfish bait. No, Brian Forrest, we ain't got but one fish so far. Here's Average Gamer, $2. Thank you, Average Gamer. I appreciate that super chat, man. Big Mike, I got a small, really small, the fish is about as big as the bait. First thing, right after we went live, and that's been it. Been slow thus far, Big Mike. Shout out to Aaron's dog buddy. Here's another one from Brian Stivers. Brian, I don't know how the hell to say your name, but thank you so much for that super chat, man. He didn't leave a comment. Let me scroll down under it here and see if he's... Oh, here it is. He says, my wife gets mad when you call them dinks. She says, that's huge. I hope I didn't butcher your name, Brian. Thank you for that super chat. I need your wife out here classifying my fish. These dinks should have them called golly whoppers. It'd make my video titles better. I'd get some more views. Jim Piggott's watching from Indiana. Got some Indiana people in the house tonight. Old Man on the Hill says, Justin, are you going to try just the flies to see if you can catch them on fly only? I mean, I really don't see a need to, Old Man on the Hill. I mean, I can easily rig the fly up under a piece of cut bait, so why not just have both options down there? I don't see a reason in trying it. Don McFarland, I have 40-pound mainline and 80-pound leaders. I take that back. I've lied to you. I've got 40-pound mainline and I've got 50-pound leaders. I lowered my leader test when I started using the stinger flies because that 80 pounds it's kind of wiry. It's you know, it's a real thick line. The 50 pounds got a little bit more movement, and so when I'm fishing in current, that fly can sit down there and kind of just shimmy down there a little better with the lighter line. David Wood said, you good at talking? Where's the fish? Well, thank God I'm good at talking because we ain't got enough fish to distract the conversation thus far. Mr. Bogombo, he says, have you ever tried fly fishing for carp? I have not, but it looks fun. I've watched some videos on it, and it looks like a dang good time. I'm enjoying the carp fishing. I'm going to be doing that some more this weekend. There's my man Keith back with another 5 spot. He says he's been watching from close to the beginning. Keith's a big supporter of this channel, y'all. He watches every video, usually within the first few hours, comments on everyone. I'm thankful to have him. Thank you for that super chat too, Keith. You're a good man. If they could all be like Keith, I'd be set. 10-point Tyrone in the house. What's going on? Mike Wheeler, I need to look for a banana on this kayak tonight with the way things are going. I had a real productive morning. Caught a bunch of fish this morning. But fishing a different area tonight. mainly just because I got cell service here. And so far, we ain't got but one fish. Lost my spot again. I'm gonna get caught up here on the chat in a minute. Big Mike says the spawn's been really slow this way also. He's down there on Nickajack, y'all. He said they started spilling here yesterday. They might start moving a little more. Yeah, Big Mike, we got a bunch of rain at my house last night. But I don't think they've really done anything with the current here so far. Postal Jalapenos thought you were using the perch you caught a couple days ago. My videos, if you're watching a regular video, it was filmed at least a week ago. My videos are behind from my live streams. So like the video I filmed this morning, it won't come out till sometime next week. I keep my videos behind because if I'm fishing somewhere and I want to go back, I catch a big fish or something, I want to be able to fish that area again before I burn it on video and everybody else show up. So, you know, that's the price of doing YouTube. People are going to see the backgrounds where you at and show up there to fish right after a video. So, Lord, I seen some more super chats. Hang on. I had a fish get hit too. A rod get hit. I thought I did. I felt something. I see the daggone thing on the screen there too. It looks like a small fish. He must have just dink tapped me. Oh, he's right there. Right there he is. Eat that thing. Eat that thing, fish, just to break the monotony here. These people are tired of hearing me answer questions. I'm gonna set this up here a second. We'll see if he's got it. I think he's got it there. Let's reel in another one. Bud Brutus has hit me up with a 50 spot earlier. This fish ain't big enough to cover a 50 spot, but it may be the only fish we get from here on out, so I'm gonna go ahead and dedicate this one to Bud Brutus. With the way the bite's been thus far today, I don't want to get too cocky thinking that I might get something bigger or even another bite later on. I don't even know what's happened here. This fish, y'all, I want you to look at this. He's got... There's something crazy going on here. I got to figure this out. There's another hook here on my line that ain't mine. I don't... Let's bring this fish in. Look at this. I don't know if you can see that. Let me point this thing down a little bit. Look at this right here. There's a hook. I'm going to get it in my finger. There was a hook on my swivel. Look at that. Somehow that got in my swivel there. That's crazy. I was like, man, there's a lot of hooks dangling out of this fish. I don't understand what's going on here. All right, fish, I hear you. You confused me. I don't know how you slung that other hook up there. How is that even possible that another hook would just end up right there in my swivel? No line attached to it. That's weird. Bud Brutus, your fish here don't want to open its mouth for nothing. I done have this thing gone. You know what? We're just going to do it like this. There, fish. We got the hook out. All right. Bud, there's your fish. He ain't big as nothing. But it's another bite that has been few and far in between. We've seen more boats than we've seen fish out here tonight. I'm gonna fix this bait back. I think this bait's still looking pretty good, so I'm gonna drop it right back down. For those of you new to my channel, because God knows YouTube only pushes my live stream video. They don't push my regular stuff anymore, just the live streams. But if you're new to my channel, these are the rigs I'm running. That's a Carolina rig down to a hook and cut bait with a fly under it. Dewey, he's in the chat box tonight, put me on that rig, and it's really been working out. I'm gonna send that back down. Now we're gonna get back to the chat box. I was about to read somebody else's super chat right there. It was something about carp and pond fishing. And I'm about to get to it. I still don't know how the hell I got that hook. It's a circle hook. It's a smaller one. It's rusted. It's been down there a while. It must have been, I guess when my rig hit bottom and I went to reel it up, it must have just bounced into that swivel somehow. That's like a hole-in-one right there. That's the best catch of the night. All right, let's get back to this now. We'll scroll back up here. I've missed several. I gotta get caught up on these super chats, y'all. It was Carter. Hit me with $1.99. He says, do you recommend Carolina rig for pond carp? Yeah, I mean, Carolina rig will work. The method feeder rigs I've been using in the recent carp videos are basically just a shorter version of a Carolina rig with some pack bait around the weight. I mean, that's pretty much all they are. So, yeah, it's a good rig. Thank you, Carter. I appreciate you doing the super chat there. I hope you catch some big carp. It's what I'm gonna be doing this weekend. Old man on the hill says, no bidet talking today. Don't get me started on them. Here's WC in Tennessee. He hit me with $5, but it says message retracted. I can't see your message on there, WC. Let me scroll down and see if he left another one. Oh, there it is. He says, when will this spawn be over here on the bar? You know, June's usually sucks, WC. It's usually bad here in June. By mid-July, you start seeing some beat-up fish, and then by the time you get into the end of July, you start getting some better quality fish again, typically. But for the next few weeks, it's going to be hard times around here. Oh, here's the other one. Steve Miller, $4.99. He says, I watch every video and I bought 3 of the Daiwa Seagates used to use. They're great reels. Keep up the good videos. Well, thank you, Steve Miller. Thank you for watching and thank you for the super chat there. Those Daiwas are good reels. They're really good reels. I've caught catfish and sharks on them. I'm going to scroll down and hit these other super chats. Here's Stephen Richardson. He's joined the Catfish Club, y'all. Thank you so much, Stephen. Glad to have you, man. Stephen, go to the, well, maybe not right now at this moment because we live, but in the community tab on my channel, there's some discount codes for Catfish Club members. So be sure to check those out and take advantage of them. Special offers there for all you club members. Thank you for the support, Stephen. I'm going to just make sure I ain't missed any more down through here. I think I'm good on the super chats. I hope I ain't missed nobody. Cody Reese just got set up fishing, man. Good luck tonight. I hope you're doing better than I am out here. Augustin Pedraza says, Daiwa Fuego. It's an awesome reel. I just actually ordered a new reel today, y'all. I replaced all my catfish reels back in the winter. I got these Shimano Takotas. But I'm going to be trying out a spinning reel It's a Shimano Bait Runner 6000D. I went with the 6000 over the 4000 size, but it's a spinning reel. I'm gonna try out on my Carp catfishing rods. So that should be here. I think it's Amazon, so they say Monday. It'll probably be Wednesday. Y'all remember back when Amazon was offering that 1 and 2 day shipping, like pre-COVID? And now it takes a damn week, and then they usually run late on the packages, even if you got Prime. They need to get their shit together over there at Amazon. My package the other day, my battery pack crapped out on me that I power my GoPro with. That's like an external battery pack. It crapped out on me. I had to order another. I had to wait over a week on that thing to get here from Amazon. Anyway, I'm done complaining. That's my Amazon rant. I tell you what, my mom had pointed out it's been an hour. We could switch out the baits, I guess. I mean, the water temp's 79 degrees. So I'd say all these baits are in pretty good shape, but we could go ahead and switch them out, I suppose. It can't hurt. That skipjack I had down there, it may have been tainted. There could have been some bad Judy on it. Chris Groff says, where's the affiliate link for bidets? I wish I had one, man. I'd sell the hell out of them things. I'd be the bidet salesman of the year. Let's put on some new baits. It can't hurt. I'm gonna get this skipjack right here. Whatever bait I got left tonight, I'm gonna be throwing out anyhow, because tomorrow I think I'm gonna do some ultralight fishing, because I've been kind of in the mood. And Saturday, I need to mow Saturday, but I may get out for a few hours in the morning and do some carp fishing. And I may do the same thing on Sunday. I'm this time of year in the spawn, you know, I'm kind of always in the mood to do other things. I mean, I've been fortunate this week, the last couple of weeks really, to catch some big catfish during the spawn, but that's kind of the exception, not the rule. And so I look forward to doing some other types of fishing this time of year. Throw them gut pockets out there. Maybe we'll chum the water a little bit. We got some current, enough to get the scent going downstream. Cut these fins off here too. All right. Well, let's just go through one at a time here and switch out these baits. I ain't gonna toss these other baits overboard just in case we end up needing them. I had 5 skipjack to start. We cut up one first thing. So we got 3. We got 3 whole skipjack left in the cooler there. Lord, I can't get that dang hook down in there to save my life. There we go. There we go. Down that one goes. We'll just drop it down, raise it up a couple feet. I got half of mine to slide down this ledge a little bit too. I'm fearful I ain't buffered yet on this stream. I'm fearful I'll run out of cell range, but 2 fish here in the first hour. I'm not real happy with the results of the fish catching on this stream, so we may have to mix it up a little bit. Y'all just talk amongst yourselves here while I'm getting these baits on. All right, let's get this in now. We halfway home. We halfway to fresh bait. Well, that one right there wasn't going to catch no fish. The hook was all around the sinker down there. Almost done. Y'all been watching any good TV shows lately? Ain't nothing good on TV right now. Me and the girlfriend just got done watching Winning Time on HBO. That's a pretty good show. I'm not a basketball fan, but I enjoyed that show. We started watching a show called The Offer on Paramount last night. It's okay. Just watching the first episode, it seems okay. I guess I'll be into it enough to finish. I've been keeping up a little bit with AEW wrestling. See what's going on with MJF. He's the only wrestler worth watching these days. I don't know what's going on with him, but it's been entertaining to watch. All right, last bait going down. I'm going to get back to that chat box. And we may slide on down this ledge a little bit too. All right. Let me clean my cutting board off. My mom will have a fit. I gotta wash it like dishes here. All right. I bet I'll off 200 people out of the chat box while I switched out baits and washed my cutting board. Lord Almighty, no, I still got 371 in here live watching this crap right now. God bless you. Sitting there watching me switch out baits and clean a cutting board. Curtis says he loves the ultralight and carp videos. Well, thank you, Curtis. I had a guy this morning write an essay about the carp videos. He's my moderator, normally handles them comments for me, but they missed one today, so I had the full blunt. I told him what he could do with himself before I blocked his stupid ass. I don't care if people like it or not. I'm going to do what I want to do. Jerry Woodard said, my little girl would really love for you to catch one for her. Come on for the accommodators. I don't know what that means. Wonder if I should probably know what that means. It's probably an inside joke of some kind, and I don't know what the hell it means. Oh, here's Bender 2010. He says, hello from Cincinnati, Ohio. He hit me with a 10 spot. Thank you, Bender. He says, hello from Cincinnati, Ohio. I really enjoy coming home from work and watching your videos while I'm eating dinner. Please keep it up. Have you been up this way to fish the Ohio River? I have not, Bender. I've never been up to the Ohio River. I have people tell me I need to go up there and fish it, and then people tell me that the fishing's terrible there. So I don't know. They're not very good salesmen to get me to come up there. If I come up to Cincinnati, it'll probably be to watch a Bengals game. Howie Moth says The Tunnel on Netflix. I'll have to check that one out. Sean Chili, yeah, I watched Ozark. That was another good show. Old Man on the Hill says, to me, this is the best thing going on TV these days. Well, I don't know about tonight, Old Man on the Hill. The bite's been... I think these live streams go better when you're getting bit somewhat consistently, which ain't the case tonight. Russell Smith, so he just finished the last season of The Last Kingdom. Yeah, we watched that too. That was another really good show. Steve Hall says, can you show us how you hook up a method feeder for carp? Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of videos on YouTube how to set it up, Steve. I go a little bit more in depth on setting up the hair rigs on the method feeder in tomorrow's video. Went out to catch some carp, ended up catching a bunch of catfish in tomorrow's video. But I go into a little bit more in depth in that one. There's Kayak Mike. He's from up there in the Cincinnati area too. Steve L says, being blocked on YouTube is like going to hell. You ain't coming back. That's the truth on my channel, Steve. Here's what I like to do to these people, right? So these people that want to troll me and, you know, hate on me and stuff on YouTube, I found a common theme with them. They all seem to be men age 50 and up, right? I mean, they all old men that seem to have a problem with me. And all these old men, they all the same. They're predictable. You know, they spend all day watching these political talk shows, and they make 58 posts a day on Facebook and stuff. They're all about their rights, you know, freedom of speech. They have the right to come on my channel and tell me what a piece of trash I am and stuff. And so what I do is I like to block them. Because when you block them, they can't comment on your videos anymore. And in effect, you're taking away their freedom of speech. You're violating their rights, and that really pisses them off. I mean, it pisses them off bad. So then they go to other channels, and they get in their comment box there and take shots at me. And that's fine, because when they do that, they advertise them for me, because people will get on there and they'll see them commenting about what a piece of trash I am, what a dirtbag I am. And some of those people have to be like, who is this Kayak Catfish guy? Well, I got to check him out. And they come and they click on my videos. And so I end up getting the extra clicks because I ultimately block those old men who don't like me, and they go to other channels and advertise for me for free. So I win in the end, but that's how I roll. It's a one strike and you're out policy on this channel. I block. I've probably got at least 1,000 people blocked on this channel. There's been that many over the course of this channel's existence. There's so many people blocked, I couldn't even tally them all up. David Voss says, I think you do a great job catching catfish on this YouTube page of yours, and I think that everyone stands to benefit from watching your fishing expeditions. Well, thank you, David. That's really nice of you. Lacey says, I need to watch Longmire. I don't think I've even heard of that one, Lacey. James says, where's the live scope? It's right here. It's all one unit. Well, I don't have the live scope portion on, but it's there. I got the transducer here in the floor. Pretty much just use it for my ultralight fishing these days. Pfeiffer's fishing with a 5-spot. He says, keep up the good content. Any chance you could do a test review of the Kale hooks? Thank you for that super chat, buddy. No, I don't really have a desire to switch hooks right now. So probably not. I mean, there's a ton of hook reviews on YouTube. That's one thing that you can count on finding on YouTube is gear reviews and stuff like that. So I don't really think I could add anything to what these other channels have done. Thank you for that super chat, though, Pfeiffer. You're a good man. Oh, I got a bunch of elderly people here, older people. Yeah, listen, y'all, when I talk about these old men that hate me, I ain't talking about all old men. Don't be getting all offended, y'all. But there are some old men. When I click on, like, if I get most of the people that troll me do so on YouTube because it's anonymous. Because these people that want to troll you, they ain't got the balls to say nothing to your face. It's all anonymous online. But occasionally, every once in a while, I'll get somebody on Facebook that will write me a 3-page paragraph about how much they hate my guts and what a terrible human being I am. And I always click on their profile when they leave because I want to see, like, what kind of person, I want to see if I can diagnose, like, what went wrong in this person's life that they're getting on a complete stranger's page and writing a 3-page, usually with poor grammar and misspelled words, even though they have spell check. But, I mean, it's a huge long essay every time. And it's always some old man. You can tell his wife hates him, or he's divorced, his kids don't talk to him, and his page is just nothing but angry political posts every time. It's like I may be stereotyping a little bit, but every time I have a hater, if I can figure out who they are, they fit that profile every time. Uh-oh. I had Rod get hit up here. That was on that head. Just a tease. Just a tease, just to get me excited. A little dink pack get me excited tonight. Patty Jensen said, will you show how to set up the stinger? I've tried it and end up a hot twisted mess. I've showed it in a few videos now, Patty, but it's just I use a no-knot snell and run the tag in a few inches longer to tie on that stinger. Nothing real elaborate about it. Oh man, we got all that fluffing stuff. It says good day from the Whit Sundays, Queensland, Australia. Wow, you're on the other side of the planet. From the land down under, Crocodile Dundee. Hey, all that fluffing stuff, I want to ask you something. I don't get to talk to real Australians very often, but I want to know something. Do you all like the movie Crocodile Dundee in Australia? Because here in America, we like that movie. It's a classic. I want to know what Australians think about it. Or if y'all have even seen it. It's an American movie from an Australian, Crocodile Dundee. I got to know his thoughts on it. William White, yeah, I got rid of the Old Town Autopilot. I sold it last year to one of my viewers here, Philip H. He bought it. He lives pretty local, pretty close to here. I forget where. I think it was within 30 minutes of me. I forget exactly where he told me he lived at. But yeah, I sold it. It was making too much noise with the motor. And people were complaining. It was picking up on my camera and stuff. And it drove me insane because that beeping noise was just endless. Loved the kayak, loved the concept. But the motor left a lot to be desired. Oh. I had another one get bumped. Just a tease, man. You see them little dinks right there coming up and just pecking. Little knuckleheads down there. Here we go. Now I think that's a solid hook up there. Let's set this back up there. Let's reel one in. Let's see if we can't reel this one in here, y'all. Yeah, he's got it. He's as big as my bait, but by gosh. Let me bring him back this way so we can. I'm doing a lousy job filming myself tonight, y'all. There we go. He can't even hardly bend the rod, no way. That's another small. We own some small fish right here, y'all. Small fish. There's a boat coming by here. Y'all wave at it for me. I got my hands full at the moment. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think this is the biggest one we've got thus far. And that ain't saying much. Get on in here, fish. Let's fix this back now. Who was the last person that gave me a super chat? Pfeiffer? Let's dedicate this one to Pfeiffer right here. If he's still watching. Keith, Doc Reed, I ain't forgot about you, but I ain't confident that we're going to get no flathead tonight. I did get 2 this morning, but I don't know if we're going to get one tonight. No. This fish is ornery, y'all. Quit. All right. There's this one for Pfeiffer. Fish number 3. Lord, he's got everything all messed up right here. There we go. Well, he did leave the bait on. That was nice of him. Patty was asking about these stinger rigs, so that's my leader line, Patty. That's a no-knot snail. Now, typically, you'd cut your tag into your line off, you know, right in there. But what I do is just leave it a few inches longer and then tie on that stinger fly there. Got slime all over the hook. But that's how I set it up. Now, this stinger fly, you know, again, it just kind of dangles there. I've got just a little bit of current out here, not much, but that fly is down there just kind of swimming along under this bait. And that thing, I mean, it's catching some more fish. I've had numerous fish now come up and eat the fly instead of the bait, and I've also had fish that maybe I wouldn't have caught otherwise that I've just kind of snagged in the side of the face or top of the head with the stinger fly. So I'm gonna keep using them. I feel like they're beneficial. I've had enough success with them in the short time that I've been using them. I don't see a reason to stop. But that's how I rig them up. Easy peasy. I think I might be able to lose my sunglasses here in a minute too. That sun's finally starting to go down over there. We're a few minutes away from it getting over the tree line. Let's see. Okay, there's where I left off. No, Steve's confused as to why people would hate on me. Yeah, I'm confused about it too, but by gosh, it happens. We block people all the time. I don't block as many people nowadays because I got a moderator that does that for me, but we've had some doozies of comments on here. Jumbo J says he's far away over by Lake Winnipesaukee. When I was a kid, my mom used to take me down to Lake Winnipesaukee, down there on, I think it's in Chattanooga or Georgia maybe. Lake Winnipesaukee, that was good times. I don't know if they still got that place open or not. They had the Cannonball roller coaster there. Let me see. Hell, I lost my spot again. Oh, here's Stephen Richardson. He says, thank you for the shout out. I'm proud to be a member. Been watching for a while now, but haven't had the funds to support the channel. Always love the content and usually get a good laugh out of it. Well, thank you, Stephen. I'm glad you enjoy watching, man. Thank you for joining the club tonight. Oh, here we go. All that fluffy stuff says, it's okay, but there's better out there. And mate, we never throw a shrimp on the Barbie. That's awesome. It's pretty cool that you all know Crocodile Dundee, though. That's pretty cool. I don't get people watching from Australia very often. Because I imagine y'all probably in the middle of the night or early in the morning in your time zone over there. Fluff and stuff, that was a blue catfish. I don't know if y'all got those over there in Australia or not, but they're pretty common here in East Tennessee where I live. We got blue catfish, flathead catfish, and channel catfish out here. The blue catfish, that one right there was small, but that's the biggest fish we have here is blue catfish. James Tarpening, he says, can my son get a shout out? It's his 13th birthday. Tristan, absolutely. Happy birthday, Tristan, man. Happy 13th. Welcome to the teenage years. Enjoy them. They go by quick. Well, Levi Williams, he's a master of recognizing the obvious. He says, I still have not seen any gollywhoppers tonight. Here. That's a rod with a gollywhopper on it. Now you've seen one, Levi. Doggone him. Dang, I lost my spot again. I'm gonna scroll on down, y'all. I lost my spot again. Now, David Wood says, seems like you caught more on the solid white stinger fly. I lost all but one of those, David. Dewey had made some for me. They're white with like a red thread on them. And I went down there and nicked a jack, and I've got one left. It's on, I think it's on the rod with the head bait. And so, but I've caught a bunch on the other flies too. I don't think really when you're fishing this deep, I don't think them fish can see the color down there. I really don't. I don't think there's enough light penetration down there for them to really determine a color. Jim Hughes, talking about my past life here, he says, just curious, what made you want to become a nurse and what school did you go to? Well, you know, Jim, I'm not one of those people that's, you know, that just wanted to go out and save the world or help people. For me, it was the most amount of money for least amount of education. I was kind of spinning my wheels in school, had to pick something. And again, there's not a whole lot of jobs that you can come out of school with a 2-year degree and make what nurses make. And so I actually went to nursing school twice. The first time I went to LPN school. I went to Tennessee Technology Center, and I was an LPN for 5 years, and I went back and went to Lincoln Memorial University and became an RN. So that's my story into nursing. Most amount of money for least amount of education. And you get to work with predominantly women, which has its perks too. I don't miss it though. I'd much rather be out here making money going fishing. That's for sure. Kayak Mike says it's 9:30 a.m. in Australia. That's crazy. They're a whole different world away. Hey, Ernie the Hog Snatcher, $4.99. He said, let's go. Love the content, champ. Thank you, Ernie. Glad to have you in here, buddy. Catman, I just showed my hook and line. All that fluffy stuff. He says he's right there at the gateway to the Great Barrier Reef. You know, I think over there in Australia, I think they got them Jaws sharks, them great white sharks. I like catching the sharks, but I wouldn't want to mess with them man-eating ones. Some sharks was too big. I wouldn't even want to hook into. There's Casper fishing in the house. Curtis Large plugging Deuce's Wild Fishing Charge. Yeah, Mark reached out to me yesterday about fishing together today, but I had to turn him down because I had got knocked out of the weather here Tuesday and Wednesday, rain and storms and stuff, so I needed to go out this morning and film a kayak video. So I turned him down, but he was going out and doing some pre-fishing today for his charter trips this weekend. I'll be fishing with him again at some point here soon, though. Oh. Has he got it? He was hitting it. He's chewing on it. He just messing with it. Another one of them old dink fish. Another one of them old small dinks. Lost my spot. Oh, here's Kayak Mike in the house with, he says, a 5-spot. Thank you, Kayak Mike. He says, Australia has flatty dogs. You can catch them with chooks, courtesy of Willem Powerfish. JJ, that guy is worth the watch. Fishing comedy at its best. Well, I'll check him out, Kayak Mike. I'll give him a watch there. We'll see how good your recommendation is. David Wood said he'd like to see me fish for Wells Catfish. I would too. I was just looking a couple days ago at at a charter service in Spain that I was looking to potentially going and doing a trip with. So it's on the to-do list, David Wood. I don't know if it'll happen this year, but it's definitely on the to-do list. There's Chet Coggoshaw. He says, heck with those trolls. They're just jealous because you consistently catch fish, and they probably have nothing better to do than badmouth others. Yeah, that seems to be a fitting representation of them, Chet, that's for sure. Hey, James Moore, glad to have you, man. Random says, what is your dream fish to catch? At this point, I think a number one fish is probably alligator gar. I'm hoping to knock that out this fall, potentially. Trying to work out a Texas trip. Been back and forth. I keep getting hit with all these damn expenses between wrecking the car, putting my fence up, chiropractor, all that stuff. But I'm trying to work out a trip down there and make that happen this fall. That's probably number one right now. There's James Tarpinen, $4.99, no comment though. Thank you, James. And again, happy birthday to your son. There's Curtis was asking, when do you think you'll do another video with Mark on his boat? Probably soon. That's just a matter of timing, getting the timing right. But he's been pretty busy lately running charters all the time. It's his busy season, these summer months when everybody's out of school and on vacation and stuff. He stays pretty booked up. Let's see. Hey, Don Bell, what's going on, Don? Caden J says, you're the one catfish YouTuber I could watch for hours. I like your style, Caden. Tristan Snook says, speaking of great whites, did you know Mustad makes a 31 hot circle hook? I haven't seen them, but I bet them things probably big as my head. James Tarpon has been a Kayak Catfish sub for a couple years. These videos have upped my catches. Well, I'm glad you found them helpful. I try to always share the information that I'd like to know if I was watching a video. Max the Mad Catter. So Justin, you should hit up River Certified about Wells' catfish thing. On his podcast a couple weeks ago, he was talking about 7 days, flight, food, lodging, and guide for $1,600. Yeah, the guide service I was looking at over there in Spain, it was like the currency conversion worked out to like $800 and something for a week. And it included your housing and food and bait and gear and all that. So it's a pretty good deal. And I don't know what airfare would run right now to get over there. But pretty, I wouldn't say it's inexpensive, but I feel like it's pretty reasonable for what you get. A week long, some of our local guides here charge $500 a day, and over there $800 in guide service for a week and include all your meals and lodging and stuff. That's a pretty good deal. I hope to make it happen at some point. Corey Goodwin, he says, can you give my son Matthew a shout out? His birthday is Monday. Absolutely. Shout out Matthew. Hope you have a great birthday, buddy. Daniel Binge, we don't have a lot of bullheads around. There's a few places where you can get them, but out here where I normally fish, we don't see any bullheads. Yeah, Power Pro fishing lines, good stuff. Aaron Carver, I couldn't grow a beard. Hell, I'd look like I was half puberty or something. There'd be all these blotches and stuff in it, all these spots. Catman, go back and watch the first part of this video. I done showed these hooks twice, how I got them set up. Hey, Tom in the house. A 10 spot. He says, nice to finally make a live stream. It's been a long time, Tom. Glad to have you back, buddy. Thank you for that super chat. Random says he knows a Gar fishing charter. If you want to bank fish, I can give you a spot. Yeah, there's a fishing guide service down there catching dinosaurs. His son watches my videos, and he's chatted with me before in the comment box and stuff about coming down there. So I'm gonna hit him up when I eventually set an official date to go to Texas and try to fish with him. Going to try to do some buffalo fishing while I'm down there too. They grow them buffalo pretty big down there in Texas, and I know nothing about catching buffalo, but I do want to learn how to do it. So hoping to do a lot of stuff while I'm there. James Shuey, the Berkeley Trilene, I like the Berkeley Trilene. I used it for a long time. I think it's a really good line. Sean Chili with a 5 spot. He says, I want to hear you say, I love channel cats. I know it would take a lot more than $5. No, I'll say it for you, man. I won't mean it, but I'll say it. I love channel cats. There you go, Sean. Thank you for that super chat, buddy. James Moore just hit me with 10. He says, been watching for a few years. I love watching these videos. I'll throw in a little just in case Justin catches one that decides to break everything in the yak. Well, thank you, James. Yeah, some of these fish can be destructive when they come in here and start flopping around. I've had rods get knocked overboard before. I've had sunglasses get knocked out. I've lost all kinds of stuff overboard before because of fish going crazy on me. Thank you for that super chat there, James. Kansas River Cat says, when can I book a charter to fish with the master? I don't know who the master is. I don't know who that is. Aubrey Arneson. I may not be saying your name right, but happy birthday. The 25th birthday. Congratulations. I think you get a discount on your car insurance. Aubrey, my life jacket this is an Old Town Lure life jacket. It's about faded and ripped, but it's been pretty good to me. Here's Callie back with another 20. Thank you so much, Callie. Said, I had a bit of your bad juju, managed to cast over my line and snagged it. Wrapped up my lure real good. I got a fish while I was trying to undo it, pulled it in by hand, camera died right as I grabbed the line, no video of it. Well, I've been there and done that a few times, Callie. The camera's always going to go wrong at the wrong time. Glad you're actually able to get out there and do some fishing again, though. Callie's up there in North Dakota, y'all. It stays frozen over up there about 9 months a year. Cast catches. I don't know how you do it without sunglasses. Well, the sun's finally dropping down over the trees over there now. I can see without them again. Glad to have you back, Dawn. She says she's been working and keeps missing the lives. I'm glad you could stop in tonight. I wish there's some more fish being caught. Hey, Pontoon Jody, $4.99. Thank you, Jody. She says, hello, handsome. Catch me a flatty. Jody, I'd about be happy to catch a cold at this point. Well, we've got 3 small fish out here. I've been live for an hour and a half. And 3 tiny, tiny blues. It has been tough tonight. They have not been cooperative for me. No flatheads, all blues too. But I'm gonna fish another hour or so probably. Give it till about dark. Hopefully things will pick up. Tony Jessen's got jokes. He says, that a snake behind you. I don't mess with no snakes. I saw a big one there. I think it was a rattlesnake. I don't know. But I was walking along some rocks over there in that where I was bank fishing in a recent video, and I heard something, and I looked down, and that thing was huge. I mean, it was that big around. I took off running like a little schoolgirl. I don't mess with snakes. My mom says, go back up and read my comment. Which one? Oh, my mom says all that fluff and stuff is a sister and not a brother. I must have missed it. Yeah, you can't be assuming genders anymore, that's for sure. You can't assume genders anywhere. Social media, YouTube. When I drop these fish back in the water, sometimes I say he gone. One of them is going to come after me on social media for being sexist. I've been called sexist before because I say guys all the time. I'm a Survivor fan. You know, Jeff Probst on Survivor, TV show Survivor. I think it was last season or the season before, he did a thing where he would say, when they would come in the challenge, he'd say, come on in, guys. He done that for like all 40-something seasons. And they were upset because he was sexist. So he had to drop now he just says, come on in. He don't even say, come on in, guys, anymore. This world's going down the shitter. You can't say nothing anymore. But no sexism. If I say he, she, they, it, there's no foul intention meant by it. So I apologize to anybody who's offended. Yep, Tristan, Mama J is my mom. Moderator of the year for me. She's the only reason the comment box on my regular videos is still turned on. I'd have turned that crap off a long time ago without her. Russell St. Pierre. Oh man. I got to screenshot your comment, Russell St. Pierre. I love it. He said, I'd buy a sumo rod, but lost my money on plug power. Thanks, Eric. You ain't the only one who's lost some money on plug power, Russell. I have took it on the chin on that too, all because of Eric. And he's going up there too. He's got a trip to one of their gigawatt factories, whatever it's called. He owns so much of their company, he's got invited up there to go tour the damn thing. I told him I got a list of stuff that he needs to talk to their executives about when he goes up there, by gosh. But I'm gonna screenshot that comment and send it to him, Russell St. Pierre. That's the comment of the night right there. He's gonna love it. I reached out to him today about coming out here tonight, but he had the Thursday night bass tournaments tonight. And I'd already set this stream earlier today. I completely forgot what day it was. So he's fishing that tournament, probably losing his money. Because he keeps losing money in all the tournaments he's fishing this year. He's stunk it up. Pro Moderator's bass fishing record this year is about as bad as Plug Power's stock price this year. Let me see. I saw Pontoon Jody pop back up. Oh, she says, please tell me you're not in Kingston. That's where I'm headed. Don't come here, Jody. Don't come here. Yeah, I'm down here, downtown Kingston. Just 3 small fish. So my skipjack's fresh. Just got them yesterday. So hard times down here. Now I was on the Tennessee River this morning, Jody, just a few miles from here, and got a bunch of fish. Nothing real big, but I got a bunch. But out here where I'm at tonight is hard times. So I'd pick a different ramp, Jody. If you're going live, at least you got cell phone service here. That's the one perk of this place tonight. Fishing with Big Mike, so he's the same way with spiders. Yeah, spiders never really bothered me, but I don't like the snakes. My mom's terrified of snakes too. I think I get it from her. Michael Cervantes. I butchered it, Michael. I butchered it. But he hit me with 1999. He says, love all the videos you post. Looking forward to future episodes and live streams. Thank you so much, Michael. I appreciate you supporting the channel, man. That's so kind of you. I wish we could catch you some fish out here tonight, but it ain't looking good. all that fluff stuff. Says, yeah, it's crazy. No offense taken, mate. I'm cool with anything. Just thought it'd be cool to mention that I'm a chick and I love fishing. Not that good at it, but I do love to fish. Well, I tell you, I can relate to you on that because I love fishing too, but I ain't very good at it either. I'm proving that out here in front of a live audience tonight. Dylan Smith just down the road. He's in here at Gatlinburg. You about an hour away. Oh, Nikki's got that screenshot. Good. Pro moderator's going to love that. Here we got another bass boat going by. Normally, I'll hold up a fish and I'll say that's more fish than what them bass boaters are going to see, but tonight they may actually catch more fish than what I will. Hard times tonight. Aaron Ovalholster says, have you ever tried bow fishing for carp? I used to bow fish. I had a boat set up, had lights on it. Used to go bow fishing all the time. Just kind of, for whatever reason, just got out of it. But yeah, I used to be really into it. Hey, there's Daniel. My gosh, Daniel hit me with another $50. Holy cow. Man, Daniel's hit me up lately, y'all. He says, Justin, I'm sorry that I haven't responded back to you. I didn't get the notification. Your glasses will be there Saturday, it says. I'll send you an email. Hold on, Daniel. We got bass motor going by 90 miles an hour, making a bunch of noise. But Daniel, y'all, in the last live stream, bought me some Costa sunglasses. And he's mailing them to me. He says they'll be there Saturday. That's so awesome, Daniel. And now he just hit me with another $50. You're awesome, Daniel. Thank you so much, man. I'm looking forward to them glasses. My cheapos over here get the job done, but I ain't never had a fancy pair of glasses before. Oh, here's Pontoon Jody. She says she's at Watts Bar Dam. I can't lose tonight, or I have to wear a Barney costume and sing "I love you" as a bet. Jody, if you come here, I feel like you're gonna be wearing a Barney costume. Yeah, I'd go somewhere else other than here, Jody. That'd be a hell of a show to see you put on a costume and sing it though. Y'all, Pontoon Jody catfishing there. She does live streams out here where I fish all the time, but she's normally late at night. So if you're a night owl, or if you're in one of these foreign countries that watches and you're in a different time zone, check out Pontoon Jody, because she's out long after I'm in bed asleep, zonked out. She's live catching a bunch of big fish. She got a bet going tonight though. She got a tournament going on. Philip Cantrell said he'd like to see more carp videos. I like your style, Philip, and I'm going to make it happen for you. We're going to do one tomorrow, actually. Callie says, I used to catch snakes by the dozens when I was a kid. I'd come home with snake fangs buried in my hand and their bodies wriggling around. God, Callie, you've lost your damn mind. I ain't doing no snake wrangling. Corey Markley bought a kayak because of my videos. That's pretty cool, Corey. I don't ever do any catching cooks, though. Travis Gentry says he's calling it now. We're going to have some fist pump action tonight. I hope you're right. We're going to do this about another hour, Travis. These fish better come on with it. James says he'll be in Gatlinburg sometime in the near future. Any good bank access spots in that area? There's a lot of trout fishing up there, James, up there in the mountains. But you won't find much catfishing in that area. It's mostly mountain streams up there in Gatlinburg. There's 081. He says, remember that old native? How things have changed. Bought my Hobie 5 years because of watching your first video. Still watching 6 years now. Yeah, you've been with me a long time too, man. That's pretty cool. I miss that old native kayak sometimes. You know, I got this fancy kayak here now. I got the motor, got this big screen TV, electronics, and live scope, and they still a big part of me that misses that old native ultimate kayak. You know, just no batteries to charge. You don't have to worry about the paddle ever breaking down. You know, it was just simple, easy fishing. This kayak setup here is better for YouTube, but I miss the old days, the simplicity of it. But yeah, there's been a lot of changes the last few years, that's for sure. Brian Koppel from KC, Missouri. What's going on, Brian? Michael Gross in the house. There's Tom N back with another 10. He says he caught 3 buffalo in his cast net about 2 weeks ago. Those things are huge. We've got some big buffalo here, Tom, and I can't catch them for love or money. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Now, my friend Ross, he's got the YouTube channel Hike Wade Paddle. He's over in South Carolina. He's using the same pack bait combination that I use for carp here, and he's catching buffalo on it over there. I see buffalo all the time, can't get them to eat it. But I'm hoping when I go to Texas, I'm going to get with that buffalo guy. There's a guy down there that targets trophy buffalo, and I'm hoping to learn from him and you know, try to get an education from him on what the hell I'm doing wrong. Because they're an untapped resource out here. The carp and the buffalo both, nobody fishes for them other than people bow fishing. And with bow fishing, I mean, I used to bow fish there for a while. I was really into it. Had my boat set up and everything with the lights. And bow fishing's fine when you're in the shallows, but once you get below about 3-4 feet deep, you ain't really hitting them fish because even if you do hit them, the arrow has lost so much speed, you're not really penetrating. And so these fish, the bigger specimens out here are buffalo and carp that are in deeper water most of the time. They just an untapped resource. They're so big, they don't have any predators out here, and nobody fishes for them. People can't kill them with the bows and arrows. So it's I'd like to get better at catching them. I suck at it. Big Mike says, come on, 65-inch flat. I'd be towed around if I had a 65-inch flathead on. But I'd be up for the battle. Sea Game says, move up on that ledge. That ain't a bad idea. I'll probably move here in a minute. We'll slide on down anyway. James Moore from Gatlinburg. There's some fish on Cherokee up there. I don't know how far Cherokee is from where you'd be in Gatlinburg. With traffic's the big thing in Gatlinburg. It's not so much distance as the traffic through there. Things really back up, especially on the weekends. But within 30 to 45 minutes, you could be somewhere where you'd have a chance at catching some catfish. Daniel says, I made sure to get you one of the best pair that they have. Heck yeah, man. They're rated very high for fishing. I got you the good 580G lens. I don't even know what a 580G lens is, but I'm sure it's top of the line, Daniel. I appreciate the hell out of you, man. That's so nice of you. I'm looking forward to getting them. Tom said he caught them buffalo night crawlers. Yeah, if I throw out night crawlers here, I'm going to catch channel cats and bluegill and everything except what I'm trying to catch. MC Logan said he was in Tennessee Tuesday and didn't get a chance to fish. Hopefully next time, buddy. Tuesday, the weather was bad here. I didn't fish on Tuesday either. I'm going to slide on down, y'all. Where we at here ain't working for us. Let's move. I'm going to bust out my remote. We're just going to come off spot lock. Got to be careful on this ledge. There's a lot of rock. There's a lot of debris here. Rocks and debris. I've got 2 anchors that I've lost here through the years and a bunch of rigs, so I don't want to get snagged or nothing, but we're going to drift here a minute. The wind's blowing perfectly down this ledge, so we'll just drift on back and see if we can't run into something. Hopefully I don't run out of cell phone service. I think service ought to be pretty good because I'm in I'm in downtown here. It ought to be pretty good in this area. You never know, though. Cell phone service is always more important than fish when you're going live. James says he catches buffalo on chicken livers. Yeah, I'd get ate up with channels if I threw out livers. Bushcraft with Mad Max, what a name. He says, hope you catch a hoss. Good luck from old Mississippi. Thank you for watching from Mississippi. I've been to Mississippi before. Went out there to Tunica and gambled. Lost some money at the casino. Had a good time, though. This wind's kind of blowing me. It's kind of blowing me this way. I need to be. I'm going to set that camera up there. We're going to lose part of the audience here, y'all, but I'm going to move a little bit. We're just going to spin around. If I try reading that chat box and drifting, I'm going to have every one of these lines snagged. It's going to be a disaster. So we're going to move on down a spell and then spot lock again. This area is just so nasty with snags. I don't want to not be paying attention and have every daggone line snagged. That'd make for a hell of a live stream when I get 4 lines. That'd get me canceled for sure for all the cuss words I'd be saying. Nothing pisses me off more than getting all my lines snagged at once. That's how I lost all them flies that Dewey gave me. I was down there on Nickajack and I was drifting, and you know that channel down there on Nickajack, very narrow, the old original channel, and snags everywhere. And I got all 4 of my lines snagged and had to break off 3 of them and end up losing all them flies that Dewey gave me. I got 1 left though. We're making it count. I'm going to cozy up over here to the edge of this ledge. All right. We'll just slide down a little bit there. We'll see what that'll do for us. I'm going to have to raise up some of these lines. I may not have to raise them too much. Still 40 feet right here where I'm at. Yeah, I'm good. All right. Well, let's slide on down this ledge a bit. Hopefully I didn't buffer it all. Put this back in. We can't do any worse here than what we done up there, that's for sure. If you're just tuning in, we got 3 fish out here tonight. Ain't a one of them been bigger than the bait I'm using. Hard times tonight, y'all, hard times. Fishing with Big Mike says in 4 years he's hooked 2 buffalo while skipjack fishing, but they came off. You'd think with all the carp fishing I've been doing lately, I'd just catch a few by accident, but I've got 1 recently. That's been it. Dylan Wildman says, good luck from Pennsylvania. There's Dale Hayslip in the house. And a man named Zerk. Or a person named Zerk. I'm assuming gender again. Michael Cervantes says, did you take the fly off your live bait setup to avoid bycatches? I don't have any live bait out tonight, Michael. So I guess the answer would be no, but I thought about getting some live baits to come out here. Probably should have at this point, but just rocking the cut bait tonight. Chris Daniels hit me with a 20 spot. Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much. Didn't leave no comment with it, but I appreciate the support. Michael Gross, so that's what makes it good, from Georgia. So James has got to go. There's a party happening. Have fun at the party, man. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for the support tonight, James. Yeah, Nikki, I ain't heard from Billy Hamilton in a long time. There goes another boat by. I don't know whatever happened to Billy Hamilton. I hope he's okay, but I ain't heard from him. Chris Daniels says, watch all the time, first time catching you live. Well, I'm glad you could stop in, Chris, man. Glad to have you, buddy. Wish we was catching a few more fish out here tonight. It's just one of them nights. I thought coming out here, you know, most important thing, again, I got cell service here. That's why I chose this spot. But I was out here a week or two ago on a live stream and got several fish. I was hoping it'd still be here in the area, but just 3 little ones so far tonight. That's fishing. That's how it goes sometimes. NC Catfish Hunters, longtime club member, says, what's up, man? I don't get to catch you live much due to work, but glad I got to come hang out. Hope you're doing well, and good luck out there. Well, thank you so much. Glad you could stop in tonight. High Life said, my neighbor showed me you and been loving it. New follower and love it. Well, thanks. Thanks to your neighbor for sending me your way. Aubrey, I do have a P.O. box, but I try not to get a lot of packages to it because I don't check it very often. It's a small box, and I have had the post office send packages like return to sender because I didn't get down there in time to get them. So I try not to get stuff sent to me without knowing it. Oh, Douglas Medlin's back, y'all. Long time no see, Douglas. Glad you could make it in tonight. There's Penny in Kentucky. What's going on, Penny? High Life says, what's your favorite lure? Gulp minnow. That's my favorite lure of all time. Easily my favorite lure. Catch everything on them. Should have been throwing a gulp tonight, by God. I couldn't have done any worse throwing a gulp than what I've done out here catfishing. Right there was a gar. I saw him come up. Martin Christenberry says, good luck tonight. I need it, Marty. I need it. I need it bad. I need some good luck here in the next 30 minutes or so before we wrap this crap up. Hard times tonight. Hard times tonight. Beats sitting at the house anyway, though. Although normally me and the girlfriend would be eating dinner right about now, so I'd at least have some food in my belly. Hopefully she saved me a plate. I may get a text from her saying pick me up something on the way home. Normally on Thursday nights I'd fish in bass tournaments and stuff. I'd have to fend for myself on the dinner. Yeah, Marty, our fish are on the spawn here right now. Which I went out this morning, had a real good morning, caught a bunch of fish, but this evening, not so much. The live stream curse. Monster Cat Mafia is going to hit Watts Bar this weekend. Good luck if you do. James says, Justin throws gulp minnow, catches 20-pound bluecat. I couldn't do no worse on the gulp than what I've done on the cut bait tonight. That's for sure. That is for sure. Jamie Franco says, hey man, love the channel. Any pointers on catching more catfish? No, man, Jamie, I ain't got any secrets that I don't share in my videos already. So, any info I got, y'all already know it. I saw Bill Hamlin. I thought it said Billy Hamilton there for a minute. But Bill Hamlin, he said, tried my first Justin Johnson catfish trip last week. How do you break off from a kayak when you hang up? I got hung up and could not break it off. Finally, just kept working and it came loose. Yeah, Bill, it's tough, man. That's why I like suspending baits, because you don't snag very often. When you anchor fishing and you casting out or you're dragging baits, it's just, it's hard because you pull your whole kayak down. You pull the side of it down versus that line breaking. So you either got to go really light on your line, which I don't like doing, or you just got to try not to get snagged up. And that's my philosophy. Don't get snagged. When I do, sometimes I just got to cut the, oh man, that's a nice takedown. That's a nice takedown right there. Oh my gosh, he just come free. He just come free while I was getting the camera in the chest. That rod tip was in the water. That was on my head bait. What an awesome takedown. He ain't coming back for it either. Daggone, man. That was definitely the best fish of the night. He ran me back there and got me in that other line too. Let me get my other line undone here, y'all. Bear with me. Doggone it. Well, I mean, the baits hook good and everything. I don't know what went wrong. Nice takedown. No hookup. Always frustrating when that happens, but a little bit more frustrating on a live stream when you live and ain't got but 3 small fish at 2 hours into the stream. Losses like that hurt a little more. Dang. Let's scroll down here, lost my spot again. Ripping hogs from logs. Catfish Legend says, thanks for always keeping it real, Dustin. Yeah, I think it's definitely Dustin out here not catching fish tonight. Because the real Justin with Kayak Catfish would be tearing them up tonight. This is definitely, I'm an imposter. I'm Dustin tonight. That's definitely me. Chris Daniels says, what's the water temp and how deep are you fishing? I'm 40 feet deep, water temp's 79 right now. Cam, no, I'm not in the Chattanooga area tonight. Douglas Medlin says, wow, what's wrong with that fish? It ain't April 1st, yeah. Yeah, Mad Goatee said maybe he hit the stinger hook, maybe. I don't know, we'll never know. It's a nice takedown. I mean, they had that rod tip in the water for a few seconds there. But just come unbuttoned or never had the hook. I don't know. Been bites few and far in between though. Hate to blow that one. Rad Bass says he's having trouble just getting bluegill for bait. Do bluegill stay shallow all year? He's in Colorado. You can usually catch bluegill in the shallows all year. The bigger ones move deep though. They're like most other fish species. They'll move out on deeper structure. But yeah, you can usually docks, down trees, stuff like that. We usually hold some smaller bluegill at least. Johnny Hydes had just joined what I missed. Not much, Johnny. 3 really small blue cats tonight. And 1 nice takedown that didn't stay buttoned up. Dayton Starkey, I'm on the Clinch River down near Kingston tonight. James Jacobson said this could be my fault. He brought bananas to work with me. Yes, James, it's absolutely your fault, not my lack of fishing skill or just picking a bad spot to fish tonight. Totally your fault. Still going to give it a little time, though. I'm going to give it at least 30 more minutes here. Fish till about dark. I ain't got nothing else to do tonight. Y'all got anything else to do tonight? Some of you do. We lost about 100 people in the chat box. They got sick of me not catching any fish. I don't blame them. I don't know how they can watch this crap when I am catching fish. Ryan Bronco from California. Here's one. Let's see if this one will hook up. He's hitting it. He swam up in the water column there with it. Take off with that bait fish. You need to make a decision, fish. I'm either going to put this camera in the holder or I ain't. He's swimming up that direction there. My line's swimming. Let me get the camera situated. We'll see if we can't reel us one in here. I'm going to turn that camera around that way. Ah, hell no. He doesn't drop the damn thing by the time I got the camera situated. Let's see if he got the bait. He got the bait foul hooked. Good thing is, with the bait's not getting hit, that ought to be in pretty good shape. Oh yeah, that's still bleeding. Oh, that one's got hit now, y'all. Let me drop this one back down. Maybe that one will actually hook up. We snake bitting on the bites tonight. I even got the camera pointed in the right direction for it there. I think that one might be hooked up. Yeah, he's hooked up. Let's dedicate this one to Daniel, because he's hooked me up with them Costa sunglasses. He hit me with a $50 bill there earlier in a chat box. This fish right here ain't worth no $50, but it's another bite, and again, that has been hard to come by tonight. If you're just tuning into the chat, had 3 small blues and a nice takedown prior to this. So this is just going to be fish number 4 that we've landed, assuming that I land it. Come on up here, fish. Yeah, that's another blue. Another blue kitty. Get my glove. Get my glove on here, fish. Hang on. I'm coming for you. He's left the bait on. I may go ahead and switch it out though. I had 5 skipjack coming out here. I was a little worried it may blow through them, you know, if we got on a bunch of small fish, but I don't think I have to worry about running out of bait tonight. Okay, come on in here. And we're gonna dedicate this one to Daniel. Well, this poor fish, he had both hooks in him. Set that over there a second. All right, I actually think that's the biggest one of the night, as pathetic as that is. Get out of here, old fish. Tell your friends I'm looking for them. They got about 30 more minutes to show up. Let me just cut another bait up. Let's just get some more. Get some fresh bait down there. I'm gonna throw out this bait that I don't use tonight anyway, because tomorrow I'm going ultralight fishing with the gulp, and then Saturday and Sunday I'm gonna go carp fishing. I think I got catfish slime on my nose just then, y'all. I think I did. All right. Yeah, definitely so far, y'all. The most interesting catch of the night is this hook right here that was caught in my swivel on a fish I reeled up earlier. That's been the best catch of the night so far. Never know what you're going to reel in when you're dropping baits down right under you. Yeah, I'm going to throw that bait out. Let's stick us another one on here. All right, next bait going down. Chunk of skippy. Down it goes. Uh-oh, my head bait up here got hit again. Maybe we'll get on a little action here, right here That sun's went over the tree line. Maybe right here at sunset we're gonna start getting bit. Wouldn't hurt my feelings at all. All right. Something tapped me, it didn't. It just tried to get a free meal out of it. I have no idea where I was at when that fish hit. Oh, we had porno sites pop up spamming me. Hell yeah. Boy, they all over the place. It don't matter what day or time that I go live, I can always count on the porno sites showing up to spam me. Let me see where I was at. Lord Almighty. Okay. Oh, CJN 555. Thank you so much, CJ. Didn't leave a comment with it. But thank you for doing that, CJ. I was scrolling down here to see if he had left any other comment, but I don't see it. Thank you for that super chat though there, buddy. That's nice of you, man. Callie says she went out 4 times over 4 weeks before I even got the first bite of the year. All the flooding has the fish moved around weird. Yes. Callie's all the time, drought or flood. It's feast or famine up there where Callie lives. Hey, Chris Daniels has joined the Catfish Club. Thank you so much, Chris. Glad to have you, man. We got a good group of members here. Oh, there's some more of them naked ads. I swear, it can't be. They come in there and they spam the chat box. I can't imagine that the business model is working for them, because you can see all that stuff for free on Google. Why is anybody going to pay for it? I don't get it. But they spam me every single time that I'm live. Tony Cooper says, shame Daniel couldn't come so you could show some fish. That's the truth. And the other day, I bet you he caught 30 fish to my 4 or 5. It was crazy. I'll never hear the end of it from him. He'll never let me live it down. Big Bank Catfish Strap says, throw a tail piece for the hell of it. I may have to before long. It's hard times up in here. Tristan Snook says, I love watching Justin. I feel like his community is so kind and welcoming with open arms. Thank you, moderators. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Tristan. And especially thanks all my moderators that keep this chat box cleaned up for me. NPR Doctor says those rods aren't those aren't rods, those are stethoscopes. You're the man. Thank you, buddy. Steve L said the only reason the porno sites hit you is because you're so damn popular. Good job, man. I guess. Them girls in the videos don't ever hit me up, though. We went down there to Florida back in the winter. Me and a girlfriend went down there on vacation and whatnot, and we went to Top Golf down in Miami. And I guess they was doing some kind of photo shoot. I don't know if they were porno girls or strippers or model. They were scantily clad and had their thongs on, and they were pulling their skirts up and taking pictures with the golf clubs and stuff. It was a hell of a show to watch from the other booth there. But that's about the only porno models and stuff that I ever see is when I go out of state to Florida. George Marshall says, am I ever going to get a cameraman? Hell, I can't afford no cameraman. Not with the way my views have been this year. I'm a one-man show on this operation. Mr. Knoxville says, me and my son Travis say hello. Well, hello to you. There's Cockeyed Catfish. Says, good to see you live. Big Q, 3 years fan here. Thanks for sticking with me, Big Q. Kansas River Cat says, are the Sumo blanks and the Meat Hunter rods the same Sumo blanks and the Golly Whopper? I don't know anything about Meat Hunter rods. I don't know anything about them. So I don't really know how to answer that question. Hey, what's going on, Ted? Monster Cat Mafia says he found a hook company has a great product. Would you ever consider trying new hooks? Probably not. I mean, I like my Mustad hooks, and I've got my deal with Catfish Sumo too. So if I switch hooks, it'll be to Catfish Sumo hooks. Jeff Dean with a 20 spot. What's going on, Jeff? Jeff, that $20 right there that you give me, that bass boat just burnt $20 worth of fuel round in the bend right there. I guarantee it. $5 a gallon gas. I don't know how these guys afford to run them boats like that. Thank you so much, Jeff Dean. Let's see if Jeff left a comment. Oh, there he is. He says, what mapping program is on your Sonar? This one here is whatever comes with the Garmin, just the standard, whatever comes with it. I assume it's their version of maps. I have Navionics on my phone. They're both good for what they are. But it's, you know, they all take a little bit of getting used to. They're all slightly different. I can pull up Navionics on my phone and have that up, and they're slightly off from each other. So, you know, I don't know. But that one, it came with the graph, so that's what I'm rolling with. Thank you again for that super chat, Jeff. Hooks and Hammocks says, I need to turn on subscriber only mode to keep the spanner. Yeah, I used to do that, Hooks and Hammocks. I used to turn it on, but you can't turn it on from the app. I have to do it from the computer. So if I don't do it before I leave the house, I forget about it. And then we end up with spammers. Tristan, I do still use the 10-aught size hooks, yep. Hey, there's Riley Taylor. Long time no see, Riley. He says, good to see you live. Bought an older boat for $500 and headed to the family reunion at Cedar Creek Reservoir. Good luck and stay safe. Well, have fun out there on the family reunion. I hope you have a good time. Catch a bunch of fish, buddy. Jim Hughes says, what are the shirts you wear? I like them and like to give them a try. Well, this one I got on tonight is from True Timber Fishing. There's a link down in my video description there to my bibs. They supply my bibs too. But they've sent me a bunch of shirts to wear. I've got some like this. I've got some with a hood. They've got some real nice gear. I don't know what to call True Timber. I don't really have any deal with them. They send me this stuff. I'm not required to plug them in any way. I have an affiliate link with them, but beyond that, they're pretty cool. I don't have any requirements with them, so they're kind of a good company to work with. They're basically just like, here's a bunch of shirts and bibs, just wear them in your videos. And so I'm cool with that because I like their stuff. Chris Daniels says, do we get notifications when you go live? I have a hard time catching you live. If you have the notifications, if you're subscribed and have that little bell check there, Chris, you should get a notification. Today's live stream, I set it this morning while I was out on the water, give people a few hours notice. So it'll pop up in your subscriptions feed saying I'm gonna go live. But most of the time I just go live at random. So you'll need your notifications turned on to find out. But yeah, I appreciate your interest though, man. I'm glad you enjoyed the live stream. God knows we ain't had much action in this one tonight. This live stream tonight, this will be one that YouTube pushes out. This live stream will end up getting 100,000 views on the playback. It's always the ones where you stink it up that's the ones that YouTube pushes out. Never fails. Curtis Large says, I think he wears mostly Columbia. Yeah, I wear some Columbia stuff too. Now, the Columbia stuff I've bought, I like the Columbia, and I like this True Timber. I've got some Magellan shirts from Academy, and I don't like them nearly as good. In fact, these pants I have on are from Academy, that Magellan brand, and they're supposed to be UPF, like sunscreen rated. I got burnt the other day on my other pair. I got like burnt through my pants, like sunburnt. So that UPF's garbage, and it may just be because they're so old too. But the Columbia and the True Timber fishing's good material. Petrol Nate says, my buddies and I would watch all your shows back in Afghanistan. That's pretty cool, man. Are you over there in the services or just over there? Like, do you live over there? I don't know if I've ever had anybody watch from Afghanistan that was, non-military. Hell, I don't know if Afghanistan has internet outside of the military bases. I don't know anything about the country other than we've blown it up. Aaron Ovalholster says, have you ever had any offers from sportsman channels or anything on TV for a TV show? I have not. They've never reached out to me. I'm probably too vulgar for them. Riley says, hey Justin, do you know any tips on downriggers? My boat came with one and I'm thinking about using this weekend. No, Riley, I'm the wrong person to ask about them downriggers. I've seen some videos and stuff of people using them, but I don't really understand how they work. Augustin Pedraza says, the bell never works for me no matter what I do. I've heard that from other people too. A lot of people have trouble getting notified. They get unsubscribed at random. It's weird. Now, I had another weird phenomenon happening too. Like, I had, over the last couple of weeks, I've added like, I don't know, 6,000, 7,000 subscribers. But my views didn't spike. And I've had one video from back in March where it's like, it got pushed out to all these foreign countries. And it's not even a carp video, it's a catfishing video. But when you pull up your analytics, it's like 50% America, and the rest of it's like all these countries I can't even pronounce. So I think I got a lot of new subscribers from it, but weird that happened on that old video from March. I don't know what that was. I don't know if you heard that on, must have been a backfire or something. Or else somebody's taking shots at me. CA says, this guy's a legend. I don't feel like it tonight with only 4 fish here and 2 hours. Bill Younger says, that's fishing. Never know what you're going to catch. It's fun listening to you in the comments. Well, I'm glad you like it tonight because it sure ain't the fishing action going on. Shout out to Kaylee. Colby the Goat's watching with daughter Kaylee. Glad to have you both in here. Michael Church, no, I didn't catch any big fish today. I caught a bunch of fish though. Got a couple flatheads, but nothing real big today. Before I went live anyway. I went out this morning and fished till, I don't know, 10:30, 11ish. And then I come in and had lunch, edited the video, and got back out here this evening for the live stream. Oh, little dinkity-doo-dah tap. I don't know if Pontoon Jody's still watching, but she better go somewhere else. If she comes out here to do her tournament tonight, she's in trouble. She's going to She's going to lose her tournament if she tries to fish where I'm at. Ronald Pratt's his first time back in a kayak in a year yesterday. Cancer treatment beat me down. I'm trying to get my sea legs back before taking on Lake Monticello. Oh, hey, man, I'm glad your treatment's finished up, and I'm glad you're getting back out there. I hope everything's going well with your health there, Ronald. Denver Lamont says, hey, Justin, I'm showing your live to my class of students. They're enjoying this more than my PowerPoints. Tight lines. Well, Denver, your PowerPoints must be really boring if they would rather watch me not catch fish than whatever you're teaching. I wonder if your students, every time Denver Lamont comes on here, I'm always reminded of Sanford and Son. And my neighbors at home, they look like Sanford and Son too because their house is trashy. But every time I see Lamont, I always think of Lamont, you big dummy, from that show Sanford and Son. I wonder if his students ever say anything like that. Hell, his students probably ain't never seen an episode of Sanford and Son. That show's too old for them. It ain't even on TV no more. Cockeyed Catfish said, so we won't be seeing you on Naked and Afraid. I don't think they'd want me on that show. I'd be breaking women's hearts all over the country if they seen me. Greg Burgess in the house from Houma, Louisiana. I always mispronounce it. I think it's Houma. Riley says, bad day on the water is better than a good day at home. That's the truth. I mean, I'm enjoying being out here. It's a nice night. It was warm early. It's 80-something degrees, but the humidity's not been bad today. And it's a nice night. It's just the frustrating thing about right now is just the fact I'm live and not catching fish. But if I was out here just catching a few small fish here and there on my own, it's just a beautiful night for it. It's just there's a sense of pressure when you're doing this on YouTube, when you're live in front of an audience of looks like 288 people currently watching, and you have a long spell without getting a bite. It's frustrating. A little bit of pressure on you. These fish, they don't care if I'm live. They bite whenever they damn well please. Augustin says, what reel do you use on your ultralight? I've got just a cheap Abu Garcia reel, one of them $30 jobs from the Walmart. Been rocking it for a few years now. Still going strong. Yeah, cockeye, we have had a breeze out here tonight. It's made it feel pretty good too. Chris says, do you do much fishing after dark? I used to, but YouTube videos filmed at night don't do very well. They don't get nearly as many views, so I pretty much just fish the morning hours and afternoon hours now. Daniel Duran hit me up with $2, says to support you, Justin, and your channel. Thank you so much, Daniel. I really appreciate that, man. Every bit helps, man. I appreciate you. Hooked on Catfish has finally fished Tennessee River last weekend for Cabela's King Cat in Alabama. Getting at them skipjack was worth the trip. We did end up with 140 incher. Awesome, man. Glad you got a big fish. I don't know what the win and score ended up being down there, but I'm glad you got a good fish anyway. Curtis Large, he says, I seen your older video where you were night fishing, trolling for strappers. Is there a reason we haven't seen this again? Yeah, it's pretty much just lack of views, Curtis. That's the biggest reason. Just the YouTube night videos, they don't get clicked on as much, and when they do get clicked on and people see that it's filmed at night, they instantly click off. And so, I try to put out videos that people will hopefully at least watch for a little while. I do miss doing that, though. I'll have to get out there at some point soon and see if I can get into some. The time of year is right for it. Robert Culpepper, he likes to see me catch a big striper now and then. I like to catch them too. I wish I could get them more frequently. Nick Harrison, we got skipjack, all 4 rods tonight. Here's Daniel Duran back with another $2. Thank you, Daniel. Ted says, Fred would grab his chest and yell, "It's a big one, Elizabeth, I'm coming." That's such a good show. They don't make shows like that anymore. My neighbors next door to my house, I refer to them as Sanford and Son because they look like they living in a junkyard out there. Now listen to this, y'all. So here's the drama going on at the house now for my regular viewers. So y'all know I hate my neighbors with a passion. Like I hate their guts. They're trash. And so I had this fence put up, or so I thought. Been waiting for weeks. Fence company finally shows up. They had measured it off at 170 feet. Well, they get out there. Hang on. We interrupting this story with a fish, potentially. He hit it. I don't know if he still got it or not. Yeah, I think he might still be on there. Look at these bass boaters. Watch them bass boats go by. They can see what a fish looks like right here. Let's reel one in. I'm going to talk about my story some more, though. But anyway, after several weeks, fence company shows up. They measured it off for 170 feet. Well, guess what? They mismeasured because it ain't 170 feet. So they finished the fence, what they had materials for, and they left the rest of it undone. It looks terrible. So I call them up. They're supposed to come back out and fix it, whatnot. Apologetic, yada, yada, yada. Here's another small fish. Well, they ain't showed back up yet. So I reached out yesterday because it'd been a week since they finished. And now they're claiming that the fence, whoever made the post, the machine's tore up, which I call BS on. So I don't know. Meanwhile, they're sending me a bill for the remaining balance of the fence. I paid a deposit. Oh, this fish is going to get me sopping wet. And so I ain't paying that damn balance until they finish the job. It ain't my fault they mismeasured the fence. So then I went out there. Oh, quit, fish. He just broke my line right there. I'm focused on telling my story and not landing that fish, and he's going home with a souvenir. Y'all keep an eye on eBay. That fish right there will be selling that hook probably $200 on the eBay, breaking me off. Dadgummit. Well, I ain't retying that rig either right now for no longer than we're going to fish. So anyway, just out of curiosity, me and the girlfriend go out there last night and measure that fence off because they done mismeasured it once for sure. We go out there and measure that. I ain't got but 162 feet of fence up there. So they initially measured it out at 170. It was not 170. It turns out it's 176 feet I needed, but they only give me 162. So anyway, I'm battling the fence company now. They've pissed me off. Tim's Fencing, they're called. They're a big company. They got all these pictures and stuff on Facebook and reviews and whatnot. I find their whole operation to be questionable at this point. But the fence, the 2 Mexicans that showed up to do the fence, they did a real good job on the part that they had materials for. But getting these people back out here to finish the job, I don't know what the hell it's going to take at this point. Because I don't know, but I'm pissed off about it. I want that fence done. I want to block out Sanford and Son and their stupid ass RV they've parked there and put their friends in. It looks like trash, and I want to block them out. But anyway, enough of me griping and moaning. Had us a fish there. I botched it. Broke me off as I'm landing him. That's fish number 5. Oh, we had some more pornos pop up too. Some more porno sites. Looks like my mom got them going. Let me scroll up here. I've missed a bunch of comments. I don't want to miss any super chats. There was one from Cody, yak fishing, $5. He said, last time I sent money, you hooked up. Hope this sends some good luck. Well, Cody, you may have hit the nail on the head right there. You may have timed it just right with your super chat. It may have been when that one hit. That's pretty cool if that happened. I hate I lost the dang thing. Hate breaking off rigs. Thank you so much for that super chat, Cody. Robert Culpepper says, ever thought about going live on TikTok? I've looked into it, but I don't think it's for me. Maybe someday, but I don't really think I'd do the whole TikTok vibe. I got a bunch of followers on there. I got like 100 and something thousand followers. But I'd pretty much I'd prefer to stick with YouTube. Let me scroll on down. There's all them porno site things. There's Tom Ian back with a 10 spot. He said, work called. I'm back. Any whoppers? No. Tom just lost another dink. That's fish number 5. Been hard times tonight, Tom. Ashley Case says someone's been on the boob tube. Douglas Medlin said your neighbors probably work for them. My neighbors, watching how hard them fellas work to put my fence up, I can tell you my neighbors ain't doing that hard work. They'd drop dead of a heart attack. Daniel Duran says, Justin, I'll look to see what can be done to block those ads completely from your stream. You know, and the funny thing is, Daniel, is I've got that thing turned off where they're not supposed to be able to post links on there. I guess that's on my regular videos, though. It flags them, but live streams it probably doesn't. That's a shame. Culpepper says you could do a dual stream. No, I'm not going to do no. I can't keep up with the chat box here on YouTube. I definitely couldn't keep up with two chat boxes. Cody hit me with another $2. He said, let's try it again. I hope it happens, Cody. If it does, it's your fish. Grade 10 collectibles, so they could just be busy doing jobs that's making them money. Hey, I get that, but by God, they're making $7,000 off me. They can come out here and finish the damn job. I waited like 6 weeks for them to show up to begin with, and it ain't my fault that they mismeasured and showed up with limited materials. I don't know why they wouldn't have extra materials on hand just in case they miscut a board or something, you know. So anyway, I'm not high on Tim's fencing. They're not going to like my report to the Better Business Bureau if they don't get out there and fix it soon. Oh, James Moore, he's got $2. He said he's throwing in with Cody. I hope it works, man. I hope it conjures them up. Steve L., you have not been blocked or else you wouldn't be able to comment. Yeah, Tadpole knows what I'm talking about. He got a trashy neighbor too. Trashy neighbors are an epidemic. They are an epidemic across the country. Mine will look better once the fence is completed, if it ever gets completed. And Cockeyed Catfish says Justin likes his neighbors a little on the trashy side. They are that for sure. Cody Yak Fishing says building a fence isn't too hard. I'd help if I can. Yeah, I mean, I hired these people so I wouldn't have to build it. And I shouldn't have to keep making phone calls every damn day. They've really pissed me off. Trevor Marks says he missed all the action. Hopefully there was some. They ain't been much tonight, Trevor. It's been hard times. I've caught 5 fish out here, and ain't none of them been very big. There's James back with $2. He said, here, kitty, kitty. I hope it works. Oh, Lord. Look right here. We got a houseboat. What's going on here? This is more entertaining than the fish I ain't catching. So we got about 8 people here in this ski boat who were towing some old ass houseboat, looks like a single wide trailer with flotation, which is then towing a bass boat. I don't even know what's going on here. They burning $85 worth of fuel to pull that thing upriver, though, I'll tell you that. You never know what you're going to see out here, y'all. You never know what's going down out here on the river. Could be anything at any given time. Cody yak fishing, back with another 2 spot. He said, come on, let's get a whopper, man. It worked the first time you done it, Cody. Well, at least got us a bite anyway. Trevor Martin said, you made my son's night on your last live, giving him a shout out. He told all his friends. Well, that's pretty cool, Trevor. I'm glad he liked it. I wish I could catch him a fish out here tonight, but it ain't looking good that we're going to get any more. Chris Daniels says, what will be a good bait in lieu of skipjack here in Central Texas? Man, I don't even know what's legal to use down there in Texas, Chris. Well, that'd be your biggest limitation, is what you can legally use down there. Cockeyed Catfish says it's Tennessee, Justin. Don't try to explain it. Yeah, that's probably right. Tennessee boat repo. Looking at that thing, I think if I had to repo that, I'd just cut a hole in it and let some crappie find it. They slowly but surely making it up through there. I don't know how far they got to go. I'm trying to think where the next marina would be up from here. Probably a long ways. I don't know where they'd be taking that thing. Unless somebody's got a private dock somewhere. I don't know. Oh man, Joe Ziegler, y'all just hit me up with 25. He said, enjoyed the show. Thanks for taking me fishing today. Well, Joe, I wish we had caught a little more for you. Thank you for that super chat over there, buddy. Been a slow night out here, y'all. 5 fish, 5 smalls, 1 good takedown. Hard times. At least we didn't get skunked. Mad Goaty said that wasn't your trashy neighbors on the, but that'd be the type of thing they'd have for sure. I'm surprised they ain't got something like that and parked it next to the fence. Elijah G says, when do the blue cats usually come off spawn in Middle Tennessee? I'm from North Mississippi and have recently been fishing there, and I'm not sure. I'd say Middle Tennessee's probably the same time frame that we are here in the eastern part of the state, which will be, mid-July they should be finishing up there. Mid to late July, be my guess. Usually June's the worst month for big fish here on my side of the state. Cody yak fishing, he's getting philosophical on me here. He says, Justin, does the phrase, a bad day of fishing beats a good day of work, go for you since your job is fishing? Yeah, that's a good question. That's very philosophical, Cody. I mean, I guess, tonight's been, well, I won't say it's been a bad night because it's been an enjoyable night to be out here. Even though the fishing's been bad, but yeah, I mean, what I've brought in super chats tonight will be more than what my average video makes. So if I'd been filming a regular video out here tonight, I wouldn't have got paid anything at all because I wouldn't have posted it with the fish I've gotten. So yeah, I guess a bad day of fishing when you're live is a good day of work. James Miller. So he watched some of my videos and got interested in catching blue catfish. And they went on vacation to South Carolina and caught one. Well, I'm glad you got one, James. Santee Cooper's a good place to fish over there. There's Glenn Meadows in the house. Tom's back with a 5-spot. He says Texas only allows non-game fish, and they can't be transferred from one body of water to another, or bait from a certified bait vendor. Boy, that's some tough limitations to work around. I mean, the non-game fish is bad enough, but then the fact you can't go from one body of water to the next, that's tough. Ryan Broncos says better call the electrician for the new fence before the neighbors use it for a clothesline. Well, you know, the funny thing is we got a fence between us. It was a chain link fence with barbed wire all over. It looked like a damn prison yard fence. And I've blocked it out with the new fence that looks better on my side. But before that, they had hung a tarp on that chain link fence. Looked like it made it look terrible. They put that tarp up to try to block out the RV, even though the tarp ain't big enough to block out that RV. The RV's huge. They want to block out that RV, they ought to take it to the junkyard or the trailer park. But it is what it is. I can't change it. I'm stuck with them. So I'm gonna keep after old Tim's fencing. I'm gonna keep pestering the hell out of them till they eventually show up and finish the job, or I'm gonna hire a new crew to come out from a different company, and I'm gonna take whatever it takes, financial wise, for them to finish the job. I'm gonna take that off the bill that I owe Tim's fencing, because I ain't paying that bill till they finish. I know damn good and well if I pay the bill, they will never show back up to finish the work. They won't do it. I don't believe it. So anyway, that's what I'm dealing with at home, y'all. Y'all gonna get me started on my neighbors here, and I could go on a rant all night about them. Whisker and Hogs in the house. Tom says zebra mussels are taking over Texas lakes, and that's the reason for yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I could see that being a problem down there. I don't know how long zebra mussels live. Like, you know, if a fish ate some mussels and then, you know, was transferred to a new body of water and pooped out the shells, do the mussels, I guess they would die. I don't know how long they can survive in a fish's stomach. I guess the stomach acid would probably kill them. I don't know. That'd be interesting to find out. Well, good luck tonight, James, man. I hope you get on some fish. Yeah, Glenn, we about to run out of light here. I'm going to wrap this up in a few minutes. I just wanted to see if the fish would turn on right here around dark, but it ain't nothing going on. 5 small dinkity-doo-dah fish and just under 3 hours now. This right here, though, this will be the live stream that YouTube pushes out and get me 200,000 views. All these new people will be watching, be like, this guy can't catch fish if his life depended on it. Hey, Jerry Tolley, long time no see. He said, what's up, Justin? I'm sitting on Boone Lake striper and carp fishing. Man, I hope you're catching more than me. He caught a 20-pound hybrid, he said. That's awesome, Jerry. Sea Game says, move down that ledge a little further before leaving. Let's do it, buddy. Let's do it. Let's slide on down here a little bit. We can't do any worse. It'd be nice to drift, but a lot of the fish I've been catching lately have been while drifting, while I've been on the move. And I prefer doing that during the spawn because of the, you know, just being able to cover more water. But it's hard for me to monitor a chat box and pay attention to where I'm positioned on the ledge and monitor my depth and all that. So I find live streaming it's better to either be on the bank or be spot locked out here in the kayak. I thought about doing some bank fishing tonight too, but it's kind of questionable if I'm going to have cell service where I was wanting to fish at. So thought it'd just be a safer bet to come down here, and I'd done a live stream down here a week or two ago and caught some fish. So clearly I made the wrong decision tonight based on how many fish that we've caught. But hopefully those of you that have tuned into the stream have had a good time hanging out. It's been enjoyable. It's been an enjoyable night for me, other than just not catching very many fish. If the weather could be like it is today, all the time, where it's like 80 degrees and very low humidity, it would be freaking awesome. Next week is supposed to be high 90s here, and it'll probably feel like a sweat box from being so humid. I ain't really seeing nothing there on the graph. Old Pontoon Jody, she better go somewhere else tonight for her tournament, or she gonna be losing that bet. All them ups and downs right through there, all that mess. I don't know if you can see that. That's Snag Central. I got 2 anchors down there and a bunch of rigs from fishing through here through the years. We've dropped down to, there's 45 foot, 44, back up to 42, 39. I'm telling you, the ups and downs through here, they'll eat some rigs. But at certain times of the year, you can catch some big fish in this area. There's been a lot of big fish caught along this bend. All right, I'm gonna hit the spot lock again. We'll just try it here for a few minutes. And then I'm gonna go home, tail between my legs tonight. Let me just reel this in real quick. See what our bait's doing on there. Yeah, it's still looking good. I would say I'd switch these baits out, but for no longer than I'm going to fish, really ain't no point in it at this point. That back, lower this one down a little bit too. Let's just see, it's my head bait. All right, we got our line set again. Man, it looks so much brighter on my screen than what it actually is out here. This phone's doing a good job of illuminating me. Lord almighty, there's them damn porno sites back again. How many accounts do they have? Goodness gracious. Hey, there's Terry fishing a family tradition. What's going on, Terry? Oh, she's been a member for 8 months now. Says, I can't get it to let me send you a super chat. Glad to catch you live. Well, thanks for tuning in, Terry. Glad to have you in here. You ain't missed nothing tonight, Terry, that's for sure. Oh, thank you, Tristan. Cody Reese says, you made a good decision going live. I've been skunked so far and plan on hanging in there plenty long enough to stay with you till the end. Well, thank you, Cody. Yeah, I'm grateful I didn't get skunked tonight, but boy, it ain't been a lot to brag about out here tonight. Tom says, zebra muscles attached so thick that they keep dam gates from opening and piping completely restricted. Wow. Yeah, them things are bad news, I guess. I don't really know a whole lot about them. Glen Meadows is, I always say Tennessee is like a hormonal woman. Hot, cold, too wet, or too dry. That's the truth. It's always one extreme or another around here. There's Terry. Says, throwing it in before Cody in case I forget later. Hit me with a 10 spot. Thank you, Terry. Goodness gracious, y'all. You think we'll get another one here before I call it quit? What time is it? It's 9:05. Let's go till 9:15. 9:15, and then I'm gonna take it to the house, and either the girlfriend will have me a plate of something fixed, or I'll be stopping on the way home. I don't even know what'll be open at 9:15. Time I get home, it'll probably be close to 10. Steve L says, dang, Justin, will you please allow those porno sites so I can have something to look at? Better looking at that stuff than my face, right, Steve? Yeah, Cockeye Waffle House does sound pretty good. But I don't really want to go in there and wait on it. Waffle House needs a drive-through window or a curbside service. That's what they need. Yeah, Daniel, we may do some nighttime live streaming. I'd prefer to go live at night than film a regular video at night, because I'll definitely get more interaction and more views by being live. I ain't gonna do it tonight though. I'm gonna get up early in the morning and go see if I can just get a bite on my ultralight. I don't care what I catch tomorrow. I just want to get out there and do some ultralight fishing. Hopefully get some crappie or something, or some big bluegill. Sea game, I got about a 2-minute run. The place I launched at's like literally right across the channel. Very convenient to get back to. Hey, there's Marvin Mangum in the house. Or Marvin Manson. I don't know if Marvin Mangum's in here tonight, but Marvin Manson definitely is. He says, get the big one, Justin. Marvin Mangum, he bought my car that I wrecked. That's the other Marvin. We got a lot of Marvins. Tom said, them zebra mussels are killing catfish and carp. They eat so many that it cuts their insides and keeps them so full they won't eat. Yeah, I'd say it makes it hard to catch them too, because they're filling up on them mussels. They probably don't want to eat a normal bait. No, Jerry told me I don't have any definite plans for striper trips. I do need to get out and do some trolling for them though, just to mix it up and have some fun. Hey, Ralph Wood, glad to have you, man. Appreciate the support. There's an osprey flying by. I thought he's going to swoop down and steal the bait in my floor here. Yeah, Lonnie, the gulp minnows never failed me. The cut bait has failed me on the catfish tonight, but the gulp minnows never let me down. Taylor Credile. He says, you're the goat at fishing, Justin. But I don't feel like it tonight, Taylor. Not tonight, not with 5 small fish here. I don't feel like much of a goat. But I appreciate the compliment. Mortal X says, I started carp fishing and have really had a blast. Thanks for your videos and advice. They're the biggest fish I have consistently caught. Oh man, I'm glad you've had some success with it. That's the thing. Like this guy this morning that was just wrote a paragraph, blasting me about the carp fishing. These people, and we got a lot of it here in this area, because everybody here in East Tennessee's bass fishermen. It's all about largemouth bass. And if it ain't a largemouth bass, it don't matter. And that's how it was for catfishing for a long time. And now, catfishing with YouTube and the tournaments and stuff, catfishing's kind of become cool. But carp are just trash fish around here. Nobody likes them. But for most people, You can go out and catch carp pretty easily on baits that you can buy at the grocery store. You can catch them in the shallows where people, maybe don't have boats or kayaks. They can go to their local park or boat ramp and have a chance at catching them. And they are a dang good fight. I mean, I'm guilty as anybody of not giving carp enough respect through the years. Well, I've had a lot of fun with it too, and I'm hoping to get better at it. I've really put in some more effort this year to try to get better at it. So I wish more people would try it. I'm going to keep putting out the videos occasionally. I'm going carp fishing this weekend. It's just, I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun with it. So I'm gonna post the videos whether people watch it or not. I got a hit right there. We might get us one more, y'all. That's on that head bait. That's on the head and it's going down. It just popped free. It wasn't acting like too big a fish, but at least got me excited for a second there. That other takedown we had earlier on the head bait was a nice takedown. I mean, it had the rod tip in the water. I don't know why it didn't hook up. That one there probably didn't have the bait and the hook. Terry, if you go fishing tomorrow, I hope you do well. Daniel Duran, yeah, DoorDash in my area where I live just ain't very good. You wait an hour for everything on DoorDash. So we've used it before. We've used that and Uber Eats is the other one there. I think it comes in my area, but they both just take so dang long, and their fees are pretty ridiculous. TJ Taylor, yeah, the Major League Fishing guys was in town, but I just didn't fool with them. This weekend I went out and hid in the shallows and the backwater creeks. I knew they couldn't get their boats back up in there, so I just tried to avoid them. Cody Reese says, I want to say thanks for going live. You're the only thing or person that's kept me from being bored while I've been fishing, period. Have a safe trip home. I'm still here then. Well, thank you, Cody. I guess we could be bored together out here tonight because, normally I go live. I like to get a little more action than what I've got tonight. Yeah, Curtis, when we fished out there, me and Daniel, what day did we go live? Monday? Friday? Hell, I can't remember. My days run together anymore. But they were out there buzzing by us in their fancy boats with the wraps on the side. But overall, I really didn't see too many of them. I think they were launching on down in Spring City, I want to say. So I fished higher up on the lake than that. No, James Kelly, I'm not in any tournaments this month. I took a little break from it. I ended up winning in May. I pulled it out there that final day. I snuck out the win, but I didn't sign up for June. I'm tired of measuring fish. I want to take a little break from it. I hate carrying that measuring board around. Mark Knott says he loves the carp fishing videos too. There's some more porno sites popping up. Kansas River Cat says, what kind of boots are you wearing? These are just some cheap, well, they're not cheap, but they're a generic brand neoprene boot. I had the NRS Boundary Water boots, and I finally rubbed a hole in the heel of them, and so I got these. They've worked out pretty good so far, but there's some off-brand I found on Google. Yeah, them porno sites, man, they out of control. They've popped up more tonight than any time before. They're like a mosquito. Every time you kill one, 5 more pop up. Marvin Manson said, that's all we did growing up is carp fishing. So fun. Yeah, I'm really surprised it hasn't gotten more traction here in the United States, but fine by me, more for me to catch. I'm eventually going to get good at it. I ain't there yet, but it's coming. Most challenging thing with carp fishing for me is finding places to do it right now where I can pull up on the shore and get bank access. With everything, with the water up, our overhanging trees and everything, it's just hard to find a place where I can pull up and keep the kayak still. That's the big challenge for me. What time is it, y'all? It's 9:15. Let's wrap this crap up, y'all. I'm gonna take it to the house. For those of you Lord, we still got over 200 people watching right now. That's amazing. For those of you who've been here from the start of this show, God bless you. I don't know how you've stuck it out with me catching 5 small fish in 3 hours now, but thanks for tuning in tonight. Everybody who super chatted me, thanks. Y'all are awesome. Y'all keep this channel going, and I appreciate the hell out of you. Added some new Catfish Club members tonight. Thank you for joining. Thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate you all watching. Again, new vinyl decals available at catfishsumo.com. Check those out. People have been asking for those for a while, and Catfish Sumo's hooked me up. Got some new designs, and I think they turned out pretty cool. So anyway, check those out. We'll try to go live again sometime next week. I don't know exactly when, be weather permitting and whatnot, but got a full lineup of videos already scheduled. I'm several videos ahead, so people that like my regular stuff, y'all have plenty to watch over the next week or so. So anyway, y'all be safe, have fun. Thanks for watching. We'll do it again soon.